Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sandman podcast. I am your host, Brian W. Tosh, joined as always by our resident hack checker, Oliver Fullington.
Yep.
Our producer and co-host, El Hilo del Hack, Tyler Fullington. And the man whose stories got stories, the hardcore icon. He's got 99 problems, but bananas ain't one. The Sandman. Hack, how the hell you doing today?
Dude, it's going to be a hell of a night because I get to sit around and have all you guys tell me how great I was in all the greatest matches in ECW. It doesn't get better than this.
There you go. And we are down here live at Suplex Vintage Wrestling. Shouts out to the wonderful folks at Suplex Vintage Wrestling. Mike, J.A., Roman, Jeezy, South Street in Philadelphia, 628 South Street. If you haven't been here yet, you're a damn mark. And we are joined today by a special guest. I would like to welcome to the show today the independent legend himself, the bad boy, Joey Janela.
Fucking legend, eh?
Yeah, legend, man. Joey. Welcome to the show, Joey.
Thank you, guys. I listen to this show. Not every episode, but every other episode.
I don't blame you.
What? Why he's got to listen to every episode.
Hey, I got a pop for the line. It doesn't matter what the line is.
It gets me through my travels.
All right,
you know?
yeah, and you guys are doing a ton of travels, man. GCW is keeping you guys busy. I mean,
Crazy.
You got a full calendar. I know you guys are going to be in Hawaii. You guys are touring like the whole country pretty much.
Everywhere we go, you know, the people show up. So
Yeah.
not,
Dude,
what
what are you doing in Hawaii? What island? Are you doing the big island?
Honolulu,
Nice.
the convention center.
Yeah.
You ever
I've
work
worked-
Hawaii?
Yeah, with, I think Vince.
Really?
Yeah, because they got like a stadium, you know what I mean? But there's not like a bad, like a Sixers size like venue there. You know what I'm saying? Back when I was there.
Damn. Well, Joey, I got to ask you too. First off, I know a couple weeks ago, GCW, Bully Ray put you through a flaming table.
Fuck off, Bully Ray.
Dude, hack your boy, man. I mean, put him through a flaming table.
No, dude, I can be friends with anybody. If he's got a problem with them, that doesn't involve me.
All right. I mean,
I got second-degree burns all over my body. I had to take off last weekend. Doctor said I should have took off a couple months, but, you know, it's independent wrestling. I got to make my fucking money, so I'm all burnt up. If you guys could
we
see.
were worried you weren't
Yeah,
gonna
I'll show
make
you guys
it, but
right
I
now.
have a feeling you weren't
It
going
was
to.
bad. It was bad.
Let's go.
Where was he? Did you have a what's it name?
Oh, my God. Damn.
So did they soak the table and then you caught your arm like it's because that's
Dude,
like where
they
your
soaked it
t-shirt
too
would
much.
end.
They soaked it
They
too
did
much.
it with. I've seen them do it with a couple guys. I'm like, dude,
I've never seen it go
there's
like this.
a puddle on the goddamn table.
Dude, this
Well, they used way too much fluid on
I know, but they
it.
did it with Spike. I think when Spike did it, I was like, dude, you got enough on there. Jesus Christ.
it was like 2 bottles of lighter fluid. Bully was like, let me see. All right, that's the stuff. All right. He knows better. You know, I've never done a flaming table and shit, but Cardona took it twice, and he's a big pussy. So I'm like, I can do this as well.
Check this out. I think that was the night when it was Bully Cardona in the arena, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Bowie was like, "Oh, I got to go do something," and he went on first. Literally, the opening spot was hit the kid, do the table, and then they brawled out of the building.
But
It was
yeah.
like a 2-minute match.
Well, we don't know. It was like they didn't wait for it to dissipate, I guess, and I just slammed me through that shit. It was a double choke slam, and then I caught it on fire. My hair was on fire. My shirt was on fire. My skin was on fire, as you can see by these burns.
Fucking gnarly.
And I ran around for a good 5 seconds on fire until I did some kind of fucking. It wasn't the roll they teach you in fucking elementary
Stop,
school.
drop, and roll.
It was some kind of other fucking. And then
Yeah, why was it a double? Don't they do a power bomb?
they were supposed to give me a power bomb, but Bully's like, no, just did a fucking double choke slam. I was like, all right, whatever, man. But fuck his ass. But honestly, yeah, it sucked pretty bad. You know, I've been cut by glass, barbed wire, but fire is the absolute fucking worst because not only is it bad in the moment and terrifying, but the weeks it still sucks. My girlfriend's got to fucking clean it every night and wrap me up, and it sucks. And yeah, now I'm just sitting here shirtless like we're at a fucking P. Diddy party.
No Diddy.
Where's the baby oil?
No Diddy here.
It's always good to have a topless man for the ratings.
So,
Hand me the oil.
Joey, I gotta ask you too, Joey.
Aloe.
With the genesis of Spring Break, can you talk to us a little bit about Spring Break? Everything you guys have done over the last 6-7 years, is it now?
Yeah.
The vignettes when you guys first started with Gene Carlo and Scott Hall being in a genie coming out of a bottle, like the creativity you guys put into this. Talk to me about Spring Break and everything there.
I mean, the show was just like GCW was just offered a spot by Gabe at midnight, like a spot that's like a spot that no one's gonna draw at. And they're like, let's try something new. They pitched the idea to Brett and Danny and those guys when Danny was over there. And they said, how do we make this work? And we say, well, let's just give Joey Janela his own midnight party. And it fucking worked. The first show drew like crazy. Second year drew even crazier. And that's like the legend of Spring Break. And then I think we're on our 9th now. I don't know. I have CT, so I don't know. But
No, dude,
That's awesome, man.
But that's impressive, though, to get to 9.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're doing freaking something right, dude, and people are liking it.
yeah, this is our 9th coming up. We're in Vegas. We're in the Palms Resort this year. It's going to be our biggest one yet. And they sell out every year pretty fast. So I can't complain. I wish it was my show. I wish it wasn't a GCW show. I wish I was raking in that fucking cash. But also I'm too ADD to deal with that shit anyway. So just give me the name. Let me promote the show. Let me call in some favors and let me tell Brett, say, hey, Brett, book this guy, book this against this guy, book this guy. And usually, I feel like, Brett's ego's a little out of control these days with GCW. So my grasp on Spring Break is not as well as it used to be, but I'm still there and we're still kicking ass.
Yeah, I mean, I just love the creativity that you guys have on the match card every year for that show. You work in Marty Jannetty and the great Sasuke. And just some of the cool matchups you would put together, like Gunther and PCO. You guys,
that was all me. That one.
That was all you. You put together that match.
I was like,
that was good booking.
Oh, who do we put PCO against? I seen him at a indie show in like Indiana. I'm like, wow, this guy's fucking crazy. Still, who should we put him against? Maybe Walter, Gunther. That should be a fucking good one. And then Gunther, I was like, I proposed the idea to him. He's like, oh, I've wrestled that crazy old man before. I'm like, you've wrestled him where? He came over for a tour of Germany. I've wrestled him before. He's a fucking crazy man.
Oh, God.
But yeah, we're still trying to deal with now. The deal with Spring Break is kind of one of our biggest shows of the year. So not only is it the wacky dream matches that you won't see anywhere else, but it kind of intertwines with the storylines going on in GCW, so that's kind of cool as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously everything Matt Cardona's been doing with you guys, GCW is certainly pretty hot right now. I mean, it's like probably,
no pun intended.
Yeah, no, sorry, Joey. Sorry.
Jeez,
Fucking
stop.
scumbag.
Burn, baby, burn.
Joey, I got to ask you about your AEW run, man. You got off to a big start. You were one of the first initial signings in the company. You had that lights out match with Moxley. You had the 2 matches with Kenny, including the Dark AEW Dark lights out match. And you were kind of like Mr. AEW Dark, but then it kind of seemed like things just didn't go your way, really. Like, what do you have to say about your time in AEW?
I mean, I had fun.
Yeah.
I would say it was half good, half the shits. I had fun there. Didn't really have too much heat, which is a good thing.
There you go.
We didn't
tell you about having heat.
I've never had heat in my life.
Yeah, right.
But it was like a combination of things. I was thrown right into the gauntlet. You know what I'm saying? This is I'm little indie wrestler Joey Janela, and it's like, all right, now you're going to wrestling arenas without any developmental training, I was just thrown right in there. Like most of the people there. And,
so how was it working with Moxley?
Moxley's
That guy,
cool.
he entertains me, dude.
He's great.
Okay.
Yeah,
I figured that.
I wrestled him 3 times, and every time he was great, and he kind of let me take the reins on calling the match and stuff, and he's been everywhere, so that was kind of fucking cool. I was his first match there. His first match out of the WWE, so that was kind of like
All right.
a crazy moment there. But
That's record book shit.
Yeah,
that's it, yeah. It was
Somebody
a
will be
main
talking
event of
about that on a
pay-per-view.
podcast in 15 years from now.
it was a main event on their pay-per-view. That's like people are gonna look back and be like, "Whoa, Joey Janela fucking main evented."
Yeah.
AEW. But Yeah, it was cool. It was in the same arena where the NWO formed, which was
Okay, down in Dayton.
Daytona.
Daytona.
Daytona Beach. Wrestled John Moxley. I was like, this is surreal. And then we go. I'm like, all right, a little chip on my shoulder now. All right, we want you to wrestle Kenny Omega. I said, all right. They said, all right, you guys, this is a
I'd
dark
be like, dude, seriously. I mean, Kenny, but how many years ago was this? And he's still a
4
beast.
years.
But yeah, 4 years ago, Kenny was like the best, one of the best in the business.
He was the best.
wasn't
He was the best. He was the
Right.
best. We're like, you're gonna wrestle him. It's a 8-minute match. It's gonna be a lights out match because he's going into the match with John Moxley at the pay per view. It's gonna be lights out. It's just a warm. Basically, essentially, you're just the warm up. Like, all right, Kenny Omega's gonna fuck you up and go on to Moxley to have this crazy match at the pay per view. So
You guys only went 8? I thought you went
no,
longer
but so
than
this
that.
is
Oh,
what
okay.
so this is what happens. So I walk in to the room, and Kenny Omega is infamous with having these long epic matches. I walk into his dressing room, and the first thing I say is, "Let's go 45 minutes."
You're like, are you freaking kidding
And
me,
he was
dude?
like, 45 minutes, really? I said, I don't know. Let's go close to it. I said, see how long we have in this building tonight. He checked in. He said, well, we kind of have as much time as we want. I said, oh, let's at least go 30 minutes. And
That's
Kenny
great.
obliged, and we had this crazy match. People talk about it fucking every day on social
Yeah,
media.
the match was awesome.
Yeah,
I still remember it.
Tremendous match.
Crazy match, crazy fucking match, and people were everyone. There was everyone was clapping afterwards. Like, I had one of those moments. I'm like, fuck, I made it. I just wrestled the best fucking wrestler in the world for 30 minutes. I
That's a great
not only
moment,
hung,
dude.
but the crowd was fucking into it, and everyone's talking about online when this match, because the match is going to air the next week. When this match airs, it's a must-see match. Dave Meltzer is going off. I hear from Tony Khan that this might be a 5-star. I might give it the 5-star rating, and it's like, I'm like, oh fuck, man, I made it in the business. I'm gonna make money now. And then it was the
Next
rest of my
thing you know, the
next thing I
doggies
know,
are burning you up.
next thing I know, I'm back in the fucking Indies, behind some fucking water park in Atlantic City, getting thrown through a flaming. And that's how how the deal is. You
Yeah,
know how
man.
the business.
You
know how it operates.
You start and you stop at the same place usually. You know what I mean? You go up and then you come right back down to the places that you started at.
That's it.
So, Joey, I got to ask, because I saw you tweet about this a couple weeks ago, too. There's the infamous Nick Gage, Chris Jericho match on Dynamite.
Oh, my God.
And Nick Gage is obviously known for utilizing a lot of different weapons, and he's got the pizza grater out. And they cut to their commercial, and they got the picture-in-picture during the action. And it just so happened while he's doing the pizza grater over his head, they cut to a Domino's ad in the insert. And you ended up getting heat for this. Can you talk about some of the heat you got?
Holy shit! It was so bizarre, that whole, because I heard rumblings. No one really told me. Brett didn't really tell me that they kind of hearing rumblings that Nick Gage is coming in to do something. I don't know that it's against Chris Jericho, and it's just like an odd fever dream in my head. So when Nick Gage gets in the building the week before to do his segment to build to his match, he's fucked up on something. I don't know. I really didn't tell the story. He's
Been
on
there.
Nick fucking
He's on,
Gage.
he's
Nick
on
fucking
something.
Gage.
I don't know what. I don't know if he's took too many edibles or what. I don't know. I didn't ask him.
We don't judge on the same.
But kind of like, this fucking nutcase. You're kind of assigned to the job to be his fucking handler while he's here. So he doesn't bring a jacket. It's it's cold in these big fucking arenas. He's fucking cold as fuck. Me and Orange Cassidy are running around the building, just trying to find him a jacket. We find him. We go into the lost and found bin at the fucking arena. We get him a fucking jacket. All right, he's good. He's got a jacket. Then it's like whatever. Then the next week comes. He's fine here against Jericho. He knows it's a big match. This is the Dark Side of the Ring just came out about he's wrestling Chris Jericho on AEW. AEW is hot at this time. They're actually drawing ratings at this.
Wow,
time.
shots fired.
I'm sorry. I had to get it. Yeah, no.
Baba Booey.
But, shoot. Anyways, so before the day, I'm like, they're saying, I go, did we get a pizza cutter for Gage? And everyone's like, we don't have a pizza cutter. So Tony sends someone to Walmart to get the fucking pizza cutter. They get 2 pizza cutters in case one pizza cutter goes awry and gets lost somewhere.
It happens.
Yes. So then Nick Gage is slicing Jericho
What
up.
does a real one have to do with it?
They're all real. They're all real.
It's like not. It's like he just went and bought it from the knife section. It's not like it's just a super real.
You just
knife.
get from the
We'll edit that.
No, you were right. That last hit did get to you.
Yeah, take it easy, Mike.
Get another one.
So you bring back two
a real
pizza
pizza
cutters.
cutter.
You know about pizza cutters, typical Nick Gage spot. Everyone's cool with it. It's approved. Tony's cool with the fucking pizza cutter spot. And as soon as he's pizza cutter, they go into that fucking picture-in-picture deal, and a Domino's ad comes up. But no, we don't know. We're live in the building. We don't know it happened. I don't know it happened until I go on Twitter and see the video, and everyone's going viral. Everyone's dying at this Domino's ad. So then Domino's corporate calls Tony, and they're like, "What the fuck is going on?" Our ad played, and there's a man slicing another guy's face with a pizza cutter during this fucking show. I heard, of course, some people at Domino's where they thought it was funny.
They should have had a more hardcore fucking Domino's commercial or something.
Yeah, Domino's.
You just got to spin that shit sometimes.
Yeah, you missed the chance, Domino's. Seriously.
So I don't know if they lost the sponsorship with Domino's. I don't know what the fuck happened, but they're trying to salvage this relationship with Domino's. I think they have like another pizza sponsor now, but it's not Domino's. So
I don't know.
they're in like some.
I forgot about that.
So then So then Tony hits me up, like 2 days later, and he goes, "Don't you ever speak about this again, and make sure no one at GCW mentions this on their. Make sure no one mentions this on GCW ever again." And that was the end of that. Well,
This was the younger one, right?
Tony.
Yeah,
He's
he's
the one
Tony
that
runs
runs
it.
it.
His father's
Okay.
not involved.
Yes.
All right,
Shad
and
Khan
how-
just
and how-
wanders
and This
at-
was in the beginning of that company, right?
I mean,
How
I'd say
far in?
2 years in.
2 years in, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to get a gauge on it and to.
Nick Gage.
I meant to do that.
Probably.
No, but now I lost my point. It was so. I lost it when he just said that.
You'll get it back, dude. Don't worry. Don't worry.
You were trying to get a.
Oh yeah, to where he's like, obviously everybody knows already. So what's he doing talking to you, saying I don't want to hear about
I don't
it?
know, I think
that's crazy talk.
I know he wasn't blaming me.
Yeah,
I guess they were just trying to
that's crazy
salvage.
talk.
I was the
Yeah.
closest bridge. I was the bridge between GCW and AEW at the time. I was the bridge there, so they just wanted to get the message across.
Yeah, it's
They're like,
did
don't
he-
tweet about it, don't retweet it, don't fucking
Did you
talk
think
about
you
it.
were gonna go cut a promo on the next GCW show about?
I mean, we
Domino's
could
and
have.
the fucking-
Knowing me, I probably would have. I've done stupid shit like that.
Yo, absolutely. You know what I mean? Mention Domino's.
I mean, I'm looking at like if.
Well, that's why I didn't fire you, because you wanted to see if you were going to do it or not. Maybe.
Yeah.
How long were you there after that?
I mean, until my contract ran out, so another year and a half.
Oh, okay. All
I
right,
did
cool.
stupider shit to get me
Cool.
in trouble there.
They should have booked Nick Gage versus the Zoink guy. The Zoink
wow.
Domino.
Would have been good. It would have been good.
Was
Good.
that one of
Annoyed,
his notes?
annoyed.
The Floyd.
Yo, edit that out, Roman, please. That was a
That
terrible
whole
joke.
time you were
Don't edit it out. Leave it as
That's
that.
what you came up
Terrible
with.
joke.
That was your line.
Yeah.
You fucked up.
Hey, seriously.
But Nick Gage, he
Zoink,
did.
same difference.
Nick Gage did fucking great in that match.
He did. It was a
like-
great match.
It was a great match. It was like watching it. I was like, what the fuck am I watching right now? Chris Jericho looking like he looks like someone. A New Order fan trying to relive the 80s with the paint on his fucking face, getting sliced up by Nick Gage on national television. And
I know,
that was that.
It was a cool angle, dude.
I wouldn't say Bill.
What are you talking about over here, Hack?
Who
Anything good?
exactly?
What?
He doesn't even know who Nick Gage is.
Oh God, that's even
I
better.
wanted to Google it, but
We'll show you off air, Hack.
But
all right?
Pretty much. He's
Yeah,
like,
We'll tell you.
no, what's
He's
the
having a
guy I'm
conversation
thinking of?
over to
I
yourself.
thought the dude that he's real built, freaking, and he has a mo.
Cage.
Oh, that's
There you go.
Cage and Gage.
That's a totally different visual. Totally different visual.
No, but
They're
I'll actually
cousins.
give him a little bit of credit. Cage and Gage.
pretty close, yes.
He's done way worse.
Yeah,
in
you
the
have
past.
done
We know
worse,
that.
yes,
No
yes.
credit for me.
Could have said the
Horrible,
Zoinks
dude.
guy.
Jay, shut up, man. So, Joey, one thing I got to ask you, man, too. is you're such an ECW fan.
Yes.
Growing up, what was ECW like to you, and what did it mean to you as a fan and your wrestling fandom?
It ruined my fucking life, to be honest.
The Dudleys did 2 weeks ago. That's a stupid question.
Yeah, if I didn't discover ECW, I wouldn't be sitting here right now with second-degree burns on the Sandman fucking podcast. But we
Well,
made
we're
it
glad
here.
you did.
We did it. We're here, and it just meant so much.
Tell Nick I said hi.
I will. I'll tell Brian Cage as well. But fucking it meant a lot to me. It sucks because I never got to go to any fucking ECW shows.
Me neither, man. Me neither.
Because my mom, the closest they came to me was Asbury Park, and at the time, Asbury Park is not a place you want your 9-year-old child to be. So,
Yeah, it wasn't the Asbury Park of the 60s, you know what I mean? That was a little hoodie-ish. Is it still? Oh, they redid it? Oh, nice.
So my mom was like to my dad, I'm like, I want to go see ECW. Mom's like, fuck no. And my dad's like, come on, fuck no. So I got to go to the shitty Dennis Carluzzo fucking NWA Jersey shows. That's the closest thing. Got to see the Public Enemy there and stuff. It was like, that was the closest. I see the Pit Bulls there. I'm like, these are guys I watch at ECW, but I never got to go. I didn't get to go to any of the one-night stands, but
How
goddamn,
old are you?
35.
Oh, shit, yeah, you were a kid. Like,
my age.
what were you, like 5
my
years?
age.
Oh, okay, all right.
We're the same age.
Okay.
But I had...
That gives me a good gauge on it.
We need a soundboard.
What,
I just want to be the soundboard guy. I'm like, I just blow horns and shit for your podcast. Let's go.
yeah, like, wah, wah. When I do something, say something stupid. Wah, wah.
But
Gotta have Charlie Brown's teacher on there.
but yeah, ECW, man, everything like growing up. And
It was awesome, yeah. But from those Carluzzo shows, of course, there was tape vendors there that would copy the tapes from the tape traders, and they would sell them. So I got the Japanese deathmatch shit from those
Do you remember what you were
shows,
paying
ECW.
back then? What year and how much were you paying for a tape then? I'm doing a comparison. Like
97, 98, 99. I have no fucking idea.
Like $15, $10?
Probably
And was it like,
$15.
what's the square ones?
VHS tapes.
Yeah, VHS.
Yeah. Yeah, but I would get like the ECW compilations from them, like the Best of Extreme Volume 2 and the Japanese.
The reason we're having Joey join us today, guys, is because we are reviewing and going over our list. We all have lists of 5 favorite ECW matches ever. So this is the history of ECW. We all have 5 matches. We're going to go around in order here. And if somebody else has the match already, just say you had it as well. And we're all going to start talking about them. And
All right, so people that are listening, Tosh, tell them. I want to, because if I'm listening to something like this, I need to like see it in my mind as a clock. So they'll be at 12 o'clock on a pick, the
Yes.
store.
Ty will be at 1.
Well, how many picks we got? Ty can
on
be
video.
3.
Yeah, we're on video as well,
Oh, yeah.
too. So, okay.
Wah, wah.
Oh my God!
Wait,
Fire!
hold on a second.
First big spot.
Yeah, blown spot. You guys
See,
are.
I put you on a platter and you ruined it.
Real quick.
It's like raw video.
Yeah.
My God.
Also headlined Suplex Mania.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Headline Suplex Mania. Joey Janela, there you go.
Yeah, that was huge. I mean, we had the matches out. I mean, you know,
3,000 people out there. On South
Yeah.
Street.
that was big. So I mean, I just wanted to again.
Oh, yeah.
lots
Thank
of
you
love,
guys.
And,
That was fun.
yeah, that was just you're the fucking
Whenever you
man.
guys do something, let me know,
Oh,
please.
you're. Are you kidding me?
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Mike, before we get started and you guys suplex, I believe you have a special gift for Hack that we talked about before the show.
I do got a little something here
Yeah.
that I'd like to present to you, sir.
Yeah.
All right, Hack.
Water? It's like Ty's reaching for it.
You thought you had too much? It's. Yeah,
All right,
it
tell
is-
me it's a fucking one of those shirts that you showed me the picture of.
It's way better.
Yeah, it's way better than that, Hack.
That's coming next.
Yeah.
So this is what we actually have for you right here. Now listen, it's
a prototype.
so we have your
Is he
tool.
expecting me to pop big?
I don't know. Just
Okay.
say whatever you think about
Well, I
it.
just got to understand
No,
my
whatever
pop
you wanna
level.
say.
your
Give your
your
honest
kendo
thought.
stick. Your kendo stick, right?
Applause.
What
That's
about-
like that's like your thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, and pen, you love a pen.
Oh,
So I
yeah?
combined two of your favorite things together.
Is
What I
it
got
filled
for
with
you
shit?
here is-
Great.
Look, you can sit there and this.
This is insane.
Pendo stick.
This
That
is
comes out. and
Oh
you
my
can
God!
Pendo stick
I
that.
swear to God, I'm bringing that to the ring.
fucking
I
insane.
will, and I'll hit it. I'll hit it as I'm walking around. Nice, nice.
That's the surprise, John. So look,
Love it.
dude. Do you love it?
Yeah, give me the pen.
Look at the button. Look at the button. Right there where the black is. Look, just hold it and hit it. Hit that shit. Let's go. The kendo stick.
That's a great idea.
There you go.
That's fucking amazing.
Right in there. Hit people with it, and then you can just turn right around.
This is
for many movies.
It's the
Gunner ingenuity
Yeah.
at its finest, baby.
I didn't think you had it milled in China.
That's where the rest will be. Yeah, hand out of coffee stirrers.
Dude.
That's fucking great.
Sick, right?
great.
Yes,
Yeah,
love
where's
it.
the camera at? You see that, Roman? Zoom in on that bitch. It's
fucking-
yeah, that's
Yeah, this
for
is
you,
what-
sir.
yeah, right
see,
here.
you can hit that there and just look right here under the knot.
sir. Love how he calls him sir too.
Yo, but dude, I could use this at home when I'm sitting in the living room.
Yeah, there you go.
Instead, because I got my pen like right here anyway.
Yes.
Put it up here.
Yes.
You can just hit it from the chair.
I really got to move my neck.
No, it's perfect.
Well, we got two big TVs in the living room, so I got to
Like
swivel
you're in a fucking
little.
opium den.
Yeah.
Just fucking, like,
Right there, boom. You're good to go.
Lovely. Good job.
dude,
Yeah.
that's fucking awesome.
Shall not pass.
That is a beautiful thing. Thank you, Mike. That is wonderful. That is an amazing gift right there. I can tell Hack too. Hack is genuinely touched right now. He is.
Can we do that at this end?
Wow. Oh, he wants it at the other end.
Did this so you could.
Yeah.
The double-ended.
Yeah, double-sided. Okay.
Because then the girls in the band and shit that twirl the batons, they can be happy.
So
they
look,
can have a
you want
fucking
this one to
another.
be just like.
Oh
Hit
my
by yourself
God.
or hit
Yeah.
hit with a friend?
There you go. Wow. Okay. There you
No, it's
go.
double-ended.
It's beautiful.
This is great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Usually you got to pay extra for
This
that.
is Shark Tank shit, dude.
No, I don't know if Mr. Wonderful's going to go for the kendo stick cart.
Dude, we have sales. That's all he cares about.
No,
He
he's
want
gonna-
$1 an order.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's it called? He wants. You're
Gonna come in with numbers.
royalties. Yeah,
There
he
you
wants
go.
a royalty.
Just absolutely.
Little suplex innovation.
Little
Yes,
suplex
that's
innovation.
awesome.
Had to give that out before we get up going with our list here. So, suplex, you guys are up. Jay, don't blow your spot here, man. You're up first. This is your number 5th favorite ECW match of all
Well,
time.
we're gonna have to put the host of the podcast over, the family of the podcast over, one of the greatest rivalries in the history of ECW, Raven and Sandman, CyberSlam '96. The feud it's one of the greatest feuds ever. Raven has such a good mind for storytelling, bringing the family into it, hijacking the house, living in Sandman's house.
How did Scotty get the freak? Okay, Scotty had nothing to do with bringing the family into it. That was my idea.
Ooh, talking the mic, Hack.
He was.
Oh my God.
That's what you need for the other side. That's what you need to put. You need to put a mic holder on the other side.
Yes.
You just flip it around.
Then he'll actually hold the mic when we do the show.
Yeah, right.
Dude, like every other 4 shows in a row, the first thing that I'm asked if my mic's on the table.
I know.
No, I've told this story before, but just so you know,
Yes, please.
that the big movie with the kid, Home Alone, was huge. I always had my kid there. I had a Sandman van. Ty, Kelly, he wasn't born yet. You know, it was the 4 captain's chairs, the bed in the back, the TV and shit. And that's just how we traveled, you know what I mean? So I walk into to the show that night. It was like Allentown or Reading. Who was the girl with the red hair that was at ECW that was with the...
Lita?
No, it was way before, early, with the 2 gang guys. Freaking the guy with the greasy...
Oh, I know who you're talking
Alexander?
Yes, Lady Alexander.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
her boyfriend, whoever those guys were.
Damien Kane.
Yeah, it was his building before he joined like ECW. Walked in, Todd sitting next to Paul. I walk up, and Paul he goes, "Let me talk to you for a second." He goes, "I've been talking to Macaulay Culkin." Yeah, right. Swear to God, this is what he said. He goes, "I've been talking to Macaulay Culkin, and we want to bring him in as your kid." I said, "Paul, I have Macaulay Culkin out in the van." He goes, "Okay, we'll use him." That's how quick the conversation was. It was like a joke. It's like, of course I want my family into it. You know what I mean? I already have my wife into it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I want my family into it.
Epic angles and
Yeah, it was good. And the one
You're welcome,
You ever
by the
see
way.
the
I mean, that really was it. You dressed.
My back's been hurt for a while since carrying the ECW through '96.
Yeah.
you just
Yeah,
with
that
it, whatever they said. Were you like cool?
And that was just all us.
Yeah, whoever, Hack, Scotty, everybody who was with, just, yo, this is your line, this is your line. Hacks, this is how you're supposed to look, so I would just constantly, my eyebrows
If you ever
would be
watch
down.
it, never had a
Like,
different face, no
Just
reaction.
no reaction, no nothing. I mean, all those guys just told me what to do, and I just did it. I didn't really know any better at
listen.
the time. I'd been around it my whole life, so.
We're in like Central Park, New York. It's 2-3 in the morning. If you ever remember the promo where the meanies laying on, if you go into like a kids park, they have these like a bridge, and it's made out of wood planks on the bottom and the chain. Meanie's laying on that thing doing a Blue Dust character, and they're like, "Well, how are we going to do the blue?" So I sent somebody, or when we were on our way there, we got blue cake, fucking the blue cake shit. So he's laying on this thing. It just got done raining. We were sitting in the cars waiting for the rain to stop. So me, Paulie, Meanie, Steve, maybe not Stevie was there, Ty, Lori. So we get out. It stops raining. So Meanie lays on the thing. They start cutting the promo, and a cop walks up. So I'm watching this with Paul, and I'm like, "Paul, I got this. Don't worry about this." And he's like, like grabbing me by the collar. You know what I mean? So I know how to talk to police officers because I've been arrested so many times at that point. But I was like, "Yo, dude, we're doing this TV show." He's like, "You guys wrap this up in like 5 minutes, please." You know what I mean? So he was cool. Yeah. So that's where the Blue Dust character came out of, from the cake on his freaking thing.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
And Scotty's promo, right? Was that the same time he did it?
That's where we're going. So,
I figured.
So then I forgot about this. So then we wake
right
up
back.
Ty. We wake him up literally 60 seconds later. He's standing on a rock saying, "Quote the Raven, nevermore." And it had started drizzling again a little bit.
Middle of the fucking night.
Yeah,
And then I could go back to sleep.
super proud.
All right.
So amazing.
That fantastic classic match there, and obviously one of the best feuds in ECW history, without a doubt. Ty, you are up here. This is your.
Wait a minute. What did he say? What was the exact match?
What match are we talking
96, right?
Cyber Slam
The
96, correct.
okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think Raven got the win, but you were unbelievable.
Okay, dude, I
at it.
never won. Do I got to tell him this too?
Nah, I mean, he
Dude,
might
the
need
only
to
time
know.
I ever won was when they had to put the belt on me because somebody was leaving to go to WWE.
And I think you had the title
Always
right
lost.
before this one, too. Raven beat him.
Yeah,
before
I
the
got
title.
that one because he had to go to rehab. I dropped him. I beat him and dropped him off in rehab the next day.
Kept the belt. Oh, my gosh.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Kept the belt. Took him into the waiting room.
You're up here, Ty.
I
You're-
don't have mine in any particular order except for probably my favorite, but
Okay.
Same.
since they went Cyber Slam 96, I will stay there with Sabu versus Scorpio.
Classic.
For the TV title, I believe. And those two, I mean, they're two of the most innovative wrestlers, I think, of a lot of things, and two of the most underappreciated, wrestlers, I think. And they just came in there. It's chaos from the straight beginning. I mean, Sabu, I don't know how he walked out of the ring, honestly, with some of the bumps and shit he took outside the ring. It's just a very fun match. Two great workers and two of my favorites, so that's why it's on my list.
Awesome pick there, Ty.
Yo, talk about innovative. Who even then was doing that 450 tumbleweed or whatever the hell it was that Scorp was
Nobody.
doing? 450 leg drop? Like nobody was doing that.
Very
shit.
few, if
backflip,
anybody.
leg
A
drop.
couple
Anybody.
people in Japan probably. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
very
saying?
few,
But-
if anybody else in the
Like,
business.
nobody-
Man of his stature
Yeah.
and with a hog that match. Not
Yeah.
Flying.
bottom
Yeah, and a lot of people.
It was a propeller. He was flying
No, dude,
through the air with
Scorp-
3
Scorp
legs.
was no small dude. Scorp was like
Scorp was a big
260,
dude.
265.
Yeah.
And just could fly.
And he's still hitting that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
When I worked him, I've worked him, and it didn't matter where I landed from the spot before. I've been from almost 3/4 across the center of the ring to like almost right underneath him. He would just spot you, and he would hit you wherever. He'd look through his legs, know where you hurt. If he had to go straight up and down, or he had to get some length on you, he would hit you perfect every time.
Legend.
Dude was beautiful.
Absolute
and
legend.
Sabu was super like innovative. You know what I mean? How many spots can we like anything with a chair spot and rope was Sabu
That,
at
the
first.
triple jump,
All of it, you know.
I'm wondering how many Sabu matches are going to. We'll have to put that out too. Is who had the most matches named tonight too?
Yeah.
I'm sure we're going to have more Sabu matches here. Hack, you're up here. It's your. You got to give one of your 5 favorites here.
Also, Masato Tanaka, 12/31/99. Although they had one that was close to that, January like 17th or something like that, 2000. But dude, I ain't doing that spot. That when they hold each other over their head, they throw you through the freaking table. I'm not doing that spot. I'm just not freaking doing it, dude. You know what I mean? It was 2 big guys. You know what I'm saying? It was just great shit.
It was so hard. So Hack,
Mike was bigger than me. He was
I
one of those
also
dudes
have
who's
that
bigger than
match
me.
on my list, and I have that as the second greatest or my favorite match in ECW history. That's also 2 for you guys.
Awesome, Mike. Awesome.
But it's that 12/31 one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one to me, I don't know why. I remember watching that on New Year's Eve, going back to watch it. I
Yeah.
left like there was a block party, and I left to go back to my house to watch that match late at night because it was on hardcore TV, and it was amazing. Like that match was tremendous, just absolutely. Mike Awesome was just.
I've never seen someone so big fly through the air like that. And
Yeah.
Oh, Mike had some vert.
Another dude that could fly is a big guy. Yeah.
And the best nickname in pro wrestling, Awesome Mike Awesome.
Yes, love Awesome Mike Awesome. Absolute classic match there. Hack, yeah.
He had lifters on.
Yeah, did he have lifters? Hack? That's always what you hear. Yes, he was a lifter
Yeah,
guy.
he had 2 inches. He had like an inch on
In
the
his
out
boots,
and an
right?
inch on the in.
Who's rocking lifters in today's biz, Joey? I mean, can you call out any lifter guys? We like the lifter
me.
report. Not you. You're not a lifter guy.
No, man.
Okay.
You like your toes on the ground.
That's it.
Okay.
It's
Yep,
a
that's the
vanilla
thing to me.
midget.
I wanna
It's a
work the
vanilla midget
sneakers,
industry
dude.
now.
Okay, it's a vanilla
my
midget.
toe.
That's what Hackle he says. Everybody's small these days. I mean, yeah,
It's true.
It's the way
true,
it is,
man.
It's-
Everyone's
yeah.
small.
Ollie, I
A
got
dude can walk by you in the airport and you wouldn't even know he was heavyweight champion of the world.
When a guy is 6'2" now on the Indies, we treat him like he's like Mike Awesome.
Yeah, I believe it.
different biz.
Different, man.
Ollie, for you, man. Match number 5.
My number 5 match is actually Hack's first match back in ECW from his return, which is Hack, Dreamer, and Raven tagging
November to
against.
Remember?
Yep, tagging against Rhino and the Impact Players on the main event of November to Remember '99.
It was the 25th anniversary of your comeback to the ECW arena.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Hold on. How has anybody not congratulated me on it's the 25th anniversary today?
I just said that
Oh.
2 seconds ago. Dude, don't listen, man.
Re-enter
Just
the
not-
Sandman.
If you I literally just.
I don't listen to you most of the time. I'm
your host.
Apparently.
Sorry. You guys
Jesus,
come in and
man.
out.
Yes, it was the 25th anniversary of your return to the ECW arena. There's no argument. That was the biggest pop in ECW history.
Oh, yeah.
And that match at November to Remember, certainly awesome match, man.
Yeah, I mean,
What was the finish?
I forget the finish, but what led to the finish was actually, which is the best part of the match, which is Dreamer and Raven set up Rhino on the table, and then they're both going to go over on him, and Raven drop toe holds Tommy onto the chair, goes over to go on the table, misses, and then it's the finish right after that. And it's just like all the storylines within this match, and even on their
There
own
is a
team.
lot.
It's like Tommy and Raven are tag team partners at the time. Tommy goes to give Raven a tag. Raven walks on the apron to the other side of the corner, doesn't get the tag. He pushes Hack. Like, it's just all these storylines that you have within the match. And it's a picture-perfect six-man tag, if you ask me, on how a
Well,
match
we all
should be
know each
done.
other pretty damn well. If it ain't good, there's something fucking wrong.
Yeah.
So,
You know?
And if I'm not mistaken, you returned with the black on black when you came back as the same.
Yep, with the Bruce Lee
Yeah,
shirt.
you look great.
The Bruce Lee shirt.
I had that on there?
Yeah,
Yep.
you were jacked
yeah,
up
you had
then,
the Bruce
dude.
Lee shirt on.
Dude, I was 293.
Yeah,
cut, ripped, chiseled, and jacked.
Yeah, and coked out of your mind. You could see it in your eyes on the entrance. I'm
Yeah, I
like,
wasn't
Jesus.
drunk.
I'm like,
Yeah.
how
I
many?
was driving.
I'm like, how many fucking lines did he do in the back before this entrance?
What was your cycle like back then?
Dude, I only did it for 6 months. It was fucking the horse pills, the fucking Anadrol to get you strong,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then the test, and then if you named it, I would remember it. But it was only like 3 things. Oh, and some growth mixed in.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you can
You gotta get the growth.
Because you can get real. Well, because the growth's
Barry
the only
Bonds
thing that's
cream.
going to keep your muscle. Because you're going to take a horse pill to get you strong, right? It literally, I could bet when I started in the beginning, I could bench 225 pounds once. By the end of my cycle, like 4 months or whatever, I was doing 275 3 times in like 4 months. Wow. That's ridiculous. But nice. As soon as you get off your cycle, right? Your muscles, you're going to lose 80% of that, maybe even 90%. You take the growth with it because the growth will keep the muscle that you made already.
There you go, people out there listening
All right,
to the
let me
Sandman
write
pod.
it down.
Joey, get on the gas, bro.
Everyone got that? I didn't know we were
You'll
going
be
to get.
You'll be back in AEW soon.
Yeah. I didn't know we were getting.
Deca was the one.
Deca,
Decca,
that's what, yep.
okay. Joey, you are up here. It is your 5th favorite ECW match of all
I'm
time.
getting too out
I'd
of
have to
this.
say this. It's the Michinoku tag match from Barely Legal, 97. It was so influential in the wrestling you see today, in the way you see multi-mans today, because from that rooted Dragon Gate tag matches, and from that is basically the style of tag, of 6-man, of regular tag you see on AEW today, and WWE kind of mocking that now with trying to grab that fan base. But man, what an influential match. And the only time I seen Sasuke before that was when he wrestled Onita in the exploding ring match in Japan, and I didn't know who Onita or Sasuke was at the time. So whenever I watch that video at the end when Sasuke looks like he dies in the
gets blown
explosion, they put him on the thing and they put him on the mat and they're running him to the ambulance. I would go around to the neighborhood going to all the kids in my town. I'm like, you got to see this match where this guy gets blown to bits and dies. So then
you later work him.
yeah. Oh, I worked him in Japan and I worked him here, which is, man, my life has really gone full circle. But the Michinoku tag match is so influential, and I only seen the match with him and Onita from a tape then. So to see that and to see that style of wrestling, it really changed my perspective on things, because it was
And the business in a
business.
whole, and like in the northeastern area, at least, who was watching this
Yeah.
shit. You know what I mean?
'Cause you had-
it was all like tapes, like you know
Yeah.
what I mean. And you didn't know these fucking dudes. That was like good shit.
It was insane because you had the WCW cruiserweights, but that fucking tag match was OD nonstop. Like, when I say it was nonstop, I'm sure everyone listening has watched this match.
Yeah.
Nonstop action.
Yeah.
Throughout, I don't know how long the match was, but throughout the whole entire fucking match, it was absolutely nonstop action.
And they probably flew themselves in, everything. You know what I mean? Fucking, I could see Paulie doing that. We'll put you on our pay-per-view, but you're bringing your dudes in.
It was insane. Dick Togo was in it.
Yeah.
It was just, what an insane match. And that's basically the style that the Young Bucks basically stole their style from.
PWG style.
Because they stole it from, because they were in Dragon Gate and they were doing those Dragon Gate 6-mans, and just an influential match that still is influential today. And that's,
Yeah, we reviewed the show Barely Legal not too long ago, and I mean, it still holds up today. You know,
just an insane match.
I have for my 5th match Sabu and U-Hack House Party '98 Stairway to Hell match.
I killed it.
That is also on
That's
my
me.
list.
That's
Yeah,
on my
we
list.
got
as
you.
well.
We all have that. Everyone has
That
that
is
on those
also
notes.
talk about it now.
I mean, what a fucking match.
That's
I mean,
the one in Pittsburgh?
Is it Arena?
Oh, is this
It's-
the one
yeah.
where I'm on the top
Yes.
and I do the ladder
Yes.
thing and I get knocked out?
yes,
freaking
it's
on the floor?
it's one
Yeah,
of the
I'm a beast.
It's one of the craziest bumps ever. And no, it's not.
No.
That's the November to Remember match.
The problem was I fucking came up with that match. A lot of the like best spots that I've that I've had in the ring, like the teeter-totter spots with the ladder. And I would come up with them like right before I fell asleep. So I came up with that one, and I knew the person to do it with was Sabu. And was there something hanging from the
It was a barbed wire.
all right.
It was like a halo of barbed wire.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm like, all right, Sabu, stick a couple tables out there. You'll go up, and I'll push you off. You go over the top rope. And he goes, I'm not doing that.
Is that the one spot he ever said no to you for?
The only thing he's ever said. I mean, it's not like I have to come up with shit for him. You know what I mean? It was after like 5 matches with him. It was so easy. We weren't calling anything. We would go out there with the finish. Tell me that's not lovely when you can do that, kid.
That's the best. Actually, Brett
Just
Lauderdale.
freewheel.
Brett Lauderdale, the promoter of GCW, we just did a TLC match there. It was actually turned out really well. He wanted me to take almost that same exact spot, and I told him, "Fuck no."
Yeah.
I've taken a lot of crazy
It's
shit.
my spot. I guess
I'm
I
like,
gotta do it.
I'm 35 now. Maybe if you asked me fucking 6 years ago, I would have done it. No chance in hell. Especially that floor was similar to the same floor that's in the ECW arena. So that's like, if you fucking miss that table by an inch, you're fucking plunging to some fucking.
But I
serious
can't say
bullshit.
no to doing the spot because I came up with it. If I'm going to ask
Yeah,
you
if
to
you
do
offered it, yeah.
I better be damn fucking
Willing to do it
do it
yourself.
myself. You know what I mean?
Makes sense. I
So
mean,
we put 2 of them there, and you know what's stupid? And dude, this is like, if there's like a stupid like fucking thing that I regret is, why didn't we ever stack 2 tables on each other? And you don't open up the legs for the top one. All that's going to do is make your fall easier. Yeah. We should have stacked up 2, not fucking. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
Well, that's what they did. They basically emulated the spot later in the TLC matches when, basically the ladder to the outside through the tables.
Yeah, they would
in the entrance ramp and to the
But it was
outside.
Yeah, but would they go too high,
Yeah,
or would
yeah.
they do
Too
one
high.
with the sandwich?
Two.
I like the
two and
one
two.
with the sandwich.
just the second
do your
table
too
laying on
high.
top of the first one.
Yeah, that just helps your impact, dude. It's like dude, I'm not doing that Tanaka spot. You know what I'm saying? But if you did that with a sandwich table, it would be way easier.
Yeah, just take a sandwich with it. It'll be fine.
I just invented the sandwich
Yeah.
table.
Joe, you might have to take the sandwich, man. Yeah. So that's my 5th. Let's go back to Suplex here. You guys are back up.
All right, I took one of theirs, so they got their 2 gone already.
We got backup.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
God.
That was one of mine as well.
Of course, he's back.
I mean, yeah, it was. Dude, how you're not gonna have that
I had a
match?
feeling.
I mean,
I was
whatever.
prepared.
There's gonna be some.
2 guys that I think have the best chemistry together, whether they're wrestling each other or wrestling as a tag team. Sabu versus Rob Van Dam, Hardcore Heaven 1996. The rope breaks in the match beforehand, so there's like an hour delay before they can even have this match. And then the rope breaks again 3 minutes into the match. And for 2 guys that really utilized the top rope, it didn't affect them. They were moving perfect that night. That whether through the ropes, this and that. What an incredible match that was. The 2 of them. Well, and I'm sure you've been through an experience like that when the ring is when a ring rope breaks. Like does that?
Yeah, but to me, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'll do a senton bomb here or there, but I could easily get away with no ropes whatsoever. You know, it
you
wouldn't bother me
non-working
at all.
fuck.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, right. When Sabu's hitting on all cylinders, it's like watching Simone
guardrail,
Biles.
I'm
It's just
No,
so
it is.
impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's a classic right there.
That match finishes
I
with
do
an
remember that
atomic
match.
Arabian face buster, and once again he has to utilize the top rope, and he feels the energy and just does it so perfect.
Yeah. No, I mean you summed that one up perfect, man. Ty, going to you here, man.
No,
Please say something that I can't believe hasn't been said yet.
No, I'm not. I'm going to knock out sort of ones that we've kind of said. But you had Tanaka and Awesome from 99. I actually have Awesome and Tanaka from One Night Stand.
When was that date?
2005.
Yeah.
Yeah, 05, like One Night Stand.
The
In the Hammerstein. But
it's coming back to me
it's like all the rest of their matches. I mean, pretty much straight chaos from the get. You got the table set up on the guardrail outside on the floor. Awesome power bombs Tanaka through the table, on the guardrail, through the floor. I don't know if anybody remembers that bump. He lands right on his neck. Poor Tanaka. He does that a couple different times. I mean, chair shot for chair shot. But what I really love is the finish. It's a power bomb through the table outside the floor. Mike Awesome puts Tanaka through the table onto the floor, and then he leaps. And basically, Suicide dives him on the thing and just covers him straight on the outside. And, like, that's, like, for me, like, most of my favorite matches are because of the finish. Because I'm just such a finish guy. But,
dude, it's if you can have the worst match ever, but if you have a great finish, that's all they're going to remember.
Right.
I mean, the finish is it, dude.
No, that match.
Do you feel the same way, kid? Finish is finish, dude. You better be good.
I mean, if you blow the finish, it doesn't matter how good the fucking match is.
Yep.
If you
Right.
blow the finish, no
Right,
one
it's all
cares
that.
about the match. They just care about the shitty finish, which happens all the fucking time. And there's nothing I want to stab myself. When the finish gets blown.
We shit
I
on
just
finishes
did all
the
that
time.
fucking work and blew the whole
We're very we're Finnish critics on the show. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Classic match. We reviewed it on the show prior. We did One Night Stand. Absolute classic. Anybody else have that one or no?
I have another Mike Awesome.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go.
go ahead.
Michael Awesome.
Masato Tanaka match.
Awesome,
Yeah.
Mike. Awesome.
Hack, you're up here, man.
Oh, Ray and Psychosis.
Which one?
I want to say the first.
Okay, we did that on Gangster's
Because
Paradise.
I wanted to see it so bad that was something like at the arena, you could watch this little 12-inch monitor that was like 15 feet on the backside of the curtain. But I wanted to be out there and watch those two because of just what I've heard and everything. You know what I mean?
Or up in the Eagle's Nest where we would all sit and watch.
No, I watched it right on the other side of off to the left of the
that's great.
fucking curtain.
Like you had to actually watch that
Yeah.
to see what the hype was about.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they just absolutely delivered. Like blew you away. Like,
yeah, I was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
I
no,
think
dude. There's some of the spots they were doing. We're like, Jesus.
And then it
freaking
turned into
Christ.
Summer of Hack and
I
Ray
got
later.
goosebumps.
I think like Joey said, yeah, that's on our list. That's probably my favorite match
Ray and
or second
Psychosis?
favorite match.
30 paragraph right
Yeah, I think like Joey said, that match is so influential till this day. If it wasn't for that match, we don't have Dragon Lee. You know, like that match is the development of the Suicide Dive. You know, it's so crazy how much stuff is still happening today from that match.
yeah. No, I mean, absolute classic.
I mean, and to bring two Lucha guys over to ECW to the arena, like they were, it was all ECW fans, hardcore shit. But like when they watched that match, the crowd's 100% into it, standing ovation. You know what I'm saying? Like those dudes, that's what ECW was. Yeah, it was all that hardcore stuff. But then Ray, Psychosis, all those guys got like some of their first tastes.
But after that one, and they felt the crowd's reaction, boy, did they slow it down after that. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, they could have back then. They could have done a lucha match like today. Like if you do lucha matches where there's just guys like flying around for no reason, guys like running past you when you can put an arm up and clothesline them, like spots to nowhere. You know what I mean? They just slowed everything down in between all the high spots.
yeah, it was fluid. It was crisp. It was everything.
A
There,
little
so.
tidbit about the match: before he was the stud muffin, Joel Gertner was the ring announcer and did the ring announcing in Spanish for that match.
Oh, there you go. That's a good little fact. How about that? Never heard that before. That's awesome. Yeah. All right, Jay. You're doing some good contribution.
yourself.
Ollie, you're up here, man.
I got Hack and Dreamer versus the Dudleys at One Night Stand.
Wow, another one night stand match.
Oh, Bubba
I
hit
mean-
me so hard with the
I mean,
cane.
it's got possibly the greatest entrance in wrestling history in the beginning of the match. And then besides the whole hodgepodge of everybody from the back coming out in the beginning of the match is just awesome. Like
Is that the one where there's
you
like 15 run-ins?
yeah, and
Oh,
you could,
yeah.
but you could tell like they're going all out, like giving it everything they have, laying it in. I mean, Bubba almost killed Hack with the cane shots
Dude,
and
he hit
chair
me with the
shots he was
last-
giving.
Swing as hard as he could and hit me with the last 6 inches.
And I mean,
When
those guys,
I'm like this, the corner coward.
they just all knew each other so well, and they put it on a perfect match that night for a perfect night.
And a flaming table bump that didn't go incredibly wrong.
Ooh, there you go, Joey. That's right. That's right.
There was?
That's
Fuck
right.
you, Bubba.
Yeah, Dreamer
fuck
took
you.
the
Dreamer took
took
it for the finish.
a power bomb through the flaming table.
Yeah,
If I was fucking
Was that at
Tommy
the
Dreamer,
very,
I would have been
very,
okay.
very
Yeah,
end?
that's right, Joey. Yeah.
What was the finish then?
That was the finish. I just
Through
said
the
it.
table?
Yes, they
Yes.
put Dreamer
Oh,
through
but
it.
why was it? The table didn't catch on fire?
It
It
was.
did. It was crazy. It was a
did.
blaze.
Yes. Yes.
I just
Man.
I know. I heard what you said, but I thought you were saying it fucked up.
Boy.
no.
I was in the fuck table.
I don't
You
remember.
learned, Hack. We told that story earlier. Yeah.
Reprise.
What's in that cane pen?
Oh my God, Joey, you're up here, man. I know a couple who got taken here.
I got another Rey Mysterio one.
Okay.
Rey Mysterio, Hoovy, 2 out of 3 falls, big ass, extreme bash. That match was out of control. I think I think Meltzer gave that one 5 stars.
Wow.
In the Observer. I think that.
Was that the only one
At the time?
He only gave out a couple.
Yeah, I think that was one of the only ones he gave out
Yeah.
in ECW. And it's just such a fucking crazy match. They're doing all these spots. Halfway through the match, they fucking fight out to the corner of Rittner Swanson for no reason. I don't know whose car that was.
They did spot off the car.
Mysterio hit the fucking Hurricane Rana off the car. They go back in. They finish the match. I believe the finish maybe was Hoobie went for the Splash Mountain and Mysterio reversed it to the Rana 1, 2, 3, and then for no reason whatsoever after the fucking match, Mysterio brings him outside and gives him a sit-down power bomb through a table.
Because ECW.
Because they're like this is, but they were going. The crowd was going fucking bananas. I just watched this match recently. They were going absolutely fucking bananas for this match. I don't know if that was before or after the Psychosis match.
It was after. I think that was 96. Psychosis was 95.
Yeah,
That was their actual debut match, one Hack was talking about earlier at Gangster's Paradise.
Yeah,
So he
yeah.
had built up a little familiarity with the crowd and kind of gotten used to some of the style, but still just went all out.
I wonder whose car that was, though.
I asked the same thing. I'm like, man, that dude must have been pissed.
Yeah.
Herbie's got insurance.
Nah, insurance don't cover Luchador.
It's so funny because they brawl outside to do the spot, and then they. I don't know what month it was. I think it was winter. People were pretty bundled up, so they go outside, they do the fucking spot off the car, and then they just walk right back in.
Yeah, like, all right, we got in what we wanted to. Let's go back in. Yeah, it's a little cold out here, too. Let's go back inside.
Before the guy comes out,
Yeah, right.
get back inside before he comes
But
I guess I'll go here now. I got one. I don't know if anybody else has this because this is a little weird outlier one. Our boy, Bill Alfonso versus Beulah McGillicuddy.
We got it.
As good as it gets.
Wow, what a pick.
9/20/97. This match, I mean, like, on paper, you'd say a Beulah McGillicuddy, Bill Alfonso match on paper. It's okay. It's going to be 5 minutes of what? But because it was ECW and because it was Fonzie and because it was them, they went all fucking out. And Fonzie had the heat. We talked about it here with Fonzie when we were at Suplex. He felt like he had to go all out with his blade job to kind of keep his gig
coast
there.
to coast.
And the blood in that match, I mean, if you guys have never seen
Puddles.
it.
Puddles of blood.
Yeah. I mean, like, forget about the Muda scale. It should be the Bill Alfonso scale. Oh, he definitely went in the hospital after that.
Hold on, I got this. So,
Welcome back, Al.
I drove him to the hospital. We're on Broad Street. I'm
bleeding, Daddy.
Hospital, right? So, freaking, I dropped Fonzie off at the hospital. He goes in, and then I probably went to the hotel, and then he fucking called me, and then I came back and picked him up because I know I'm not sitting in a hotel waiting. I mean, I'm not sitting in a hospital waiting for him. So he walks out. He goes, "Yeah, Daddy, I lost like 3 points of blood. The doc said I can't smoke, drink, or do any drugs." He goes, "Give me a fucking line. I already had a cocktail made for him." Because that's what we were doing. It was our cocktail thing. It was fun. We were drinking vodka and like orange juice back then, and obviously a joint and a bump.
3 points of blood.
Yeah. I mean, it was an absolute classic match. I mean, you saw just
They're like tripping in the blood. They're slipping in the
Yes,
blood.
yes.
It's like zoinks blood.
yeah. No, I mean, like, you guys have it on your list as well.
Yeah, like it's the most intense 3 minutes in ECW. And how good does Beulah look with the sports bra? and
She
the
looks
fucking
great.
How long
spray
did
all
kimono
over?
go?
Whoa.
You said the most exciting 3 minutes. I said, I don't know. How long did kimono go?
He's not
On the
that
Eagles'
credible
nest
tonight,
over
Ty. We've learned that already.
That's not our last kimono shirt.
How long was the blade job that he like?
I
Coast to
don't
coast.
know.
You don't remember?
No, he was more deep than long.
Oh yeah. yeah.
Man.
Yo. Kind of like my uncle.
That's what she said.
I always wondered how fucking.
No, that was just absolutely nasty
Oh,
shit.
dude, it was gross.
You guys are up again, Suplex.
Dude, that was equal to mass transit.
oh,
just
easily,
so you know.
Easily.
Well, but one was being done unto you, and one was
A little different when it's your
do unto
choice.
yourself.
And the other one's
right.
New Jack carving you.
Yeah, one's an oops and one's a fucking stop.
Well, let's stay with the blood theme, and nothing is better than a good sibling rivalry, whether it's Erica and Julia Roberts or the Oasis brothers. But Axel and Ian Rotten in a Taipei glass death match where they put...
They put glass in their hands.
It's absolutely insane. They're bleeding...
Rehire.
Worse for the
You're bringing that.
Worse for the brothers is the rumor is they got paid like $200 for the match, and it wound up being Vince McMahon's largest selling DVD of all time.
Wow.
Because I was on it.
Yeah, there you go.
Seriously.
I don't have that match. I mean, it's certainly wild. I know, like,
nobody in a million years would have that.
Well, we got to come with the oddball sometimes. A little bit of the B-sides.
all right,
here.
there you go. I like it. It's a good choice, though. Any memories, Joe? Do you have any dealings with Ian Rotten out there yourself?
I mean, first, I thought the match when I was a kid, when I was a teen, when I watched that Taipei death match, it was memorable at the time. Like, oh, you got to see these guys are punching each other at glass. But, fucking Ian gigging so obviously in front of the camera. When I grew up watching that match back, I go, oh, this match was the fucking shit. But back when I was a teenager, I thought it was badass and cool.
I think, the whole theory behind it was exciting.
Yeah, it was cool. But Ian Rotten, I did IW Mid-South a couple times in the later years, but not too much bad stories about him, but besides him trying to charge me for a Walmart brand soda.
He charged you for a Walmart brand soda?
Tried it.
Not even an RC Cola?
It was like an RC Cola. He tried to charge me $1. I'm wrestling on your fucking show.
Wow, not even a hot dog and a handshake.
It wasn't him. I think it was his wife, but
No. Okay, all right. Ty, you're up here, bud.
Yeah.
I like how there's like 3 podcasts.
I got
going.
There's
Little,
not. There's one. Ty, you're up.
I got another one. I have Easy Money versus Kid Cash, Anarchy Rules 2000. I'm a big Kid Cash fan.
Those guys
and
could work
a big,
their asses
A big
off.
Easy Money fan. Super underrated Easy Money, I think.
Yep.
Whenever those two worked, it was just great.
Him and Hamrick, that group of dudes.
Yeah, Easy Money. Well,
Yeah.
it's got Easy Money, and Easy Money would roll with Julio De Niro, who I like.
Which was- he was great
Hamrick,
too, yeah.
Chris Hamrick. This got run-ins from them, obviously. Love that. Kid Cash, that dude, he was before his time a little bit too. Kid Cash doing
Absolutely.
some of the stuff he was doing. And it just, and then the match ultimately after the finish, Hack comes out. Kane's Easy Money, Julio De Niro, and Chris Hamrick. Gives it to him pretty good, actually, pretty stiff.
Dude, I wasn't. ECW was stiff, dude.
No, I know. And then Electra's in the corner begging for you not to hit her with the cane.
Oh,
and
no, I
you
pour the
grab
beer on her.
Pour the beer on her. And then shove Gertner. And then shove Gertner's
Oh,
face
yeah.
in her. Yeah.
Gertner's cellmate everything.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So to me,
Gertner's
that's part of
cell
the
was
match,
best
and that
thing
goes
ever.
in with all that. His reaction, that whole thing, and that leads up to the Gertner Kamala versus Cyrus match on that page. That's great.
ECW
Hey,
just
the
rolls
girl
it.
was Big Dick's wife, just so anybody
Electra.
that's listening wonders who she was.
But yeah, I just loved those two. Anytime they got together and worked, it was like instant chemistry. I love both their stuff. So.
I love that choice, Ty. Hack, you're up here again, bud.
All right, and the only reason I even said Tanaka and Mysterio was because I couldn't put myself in all five.
Psychosis, you mean?
Yeah, him too.
Who do you ever
So
beat?
here
would've been a
I'm
badass
going by
fucking
the
match.
personal
Book that
top
spring
3.
break.
I'll book it at spring break.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you for the sellout.
You guys have any other dream matches?
See if WWE will let Ray do a thing every year.
Yeah.
Hack won't see any of the money from
No,
it because
no,
I
no.
won't see any of
Yes,
the money
there you
from
go,
it.
there you
Brett
go.
will see all the money, but thank you, Hack.
You got to see the match.
Okay,
For my
yeah.
legacy, though, and I'll get to see it.
What do you got, Hack?
What were we talking about?
Your next match
Oh, yeah.
of your list here.
All right, so this is my personal top 3.
Top 3.
Whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
We
Well,
just
I
need
gave
one.
you Masato.
We just
and
need one.
I know, but I have to preface it with something, Oliver.
All right.
So this is my own personal top 3, okay? And I'll start at 3. Me and Cactus in a barbed wire match.
Wow. Great match. Great match, man. I mean, I like when you're working Cactus at this point.
Poetry.
He's fresh off that WCW run,
and he's built up a little bit of a rep and everything. And you two guys really had great chemistry in the ring.
It was just like one of those dudes. You know what I mean? There's only a couple of them that you come across ever, right, kid?
Man.
It just is. And, you just know it, and it's just kumbaya. You know, we didn't get along backstage, but when it came out to there, and I had been lucky that I had spent some days with a guy, Ralphie, from Puerto Rico, but we were in Japan, and he was showing me barbed wire matches because I had never seen a barbed wire match before. That helped me out a lot with that match with Cactus, what to expect. Wow. I was the guy that bought the barbed wire because you could back in them days you needed to have like a business license to buy barbed wire. I had to drive to Delaware to get the barbed wire.
There you go.
Had Cactus ever been in a barbed wire match before?
Oh yeah, he had been in a bunch of them.
Okay.
So he told me like we're in the back. He's like got 2 sets of denim jeans on underneath his like black shit or whatever. That I forget what he wore. You know what I mean? But he's like, yeah, we'll do the spot where you drop me on here. We do the spot where you drop me on the fucking barbed wire over here.
Great.
And then we'll just play around.
You guys did 2, right?
Huh?
You guys did 2 of those.
Wow, that's news to me.
2 barbed wire matches, I think.
I know I did one with Raven.
The Raven one wasn't as
I
good.
thought he did
Cactus.
2 with Cactus.
You might
I
have
think
done
he
two.
did.
One
Yeah.
was at the arena. The one that was that one. There was another one somewhere.
Yeah,
else.
Do you guys
I
have
wouldn't be
that
surprised.
match? What are you saying, Jay?
No, on the Hardcore Happy Hour, we were watching a Cactus Sandman match from Florida, which is a regular match. But some guy brings his baby and is sitting in the front row, and you cane Cactus, and it's literally like an inch away from the baby. It almost looks like you cane the baby if you
That
watch
kid's
it.
lucky I didn't fuck him up.
Only in Florida do they bring a kid in the front row.
baby for?
But that shows his professionalism and talent.
It's amazing.
You know?
Accuracy.
Yeah, and his accuracy.
What a true worker
Athlete.
you are.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
So amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just, dude. You
They
have
kiss
no
the baby
idea how many
after.
times I see people doing stupid shit with their kids. I'm like, don't you realize your kid's about to get hurt? It's all over. Dude, you
like
got to be
trying to
on top
sell-
of kids.
Yeah, if caning were
Like,
an Olympic
right on.
sport, you'd be like Phelps.
All right. Ollie, you're up, man. What do you got here?
Well, my number 3 was the Stairway to Hell match.
Okay.
With Hack and Sabu, so I think we already talked about that, and
Okay, yeah. I mean,
everyone's had
yeah,
already
we've all-
on there. If I had to come up with one off the top of my head, it'd be FBI versus Kid Cash and Crazy versus the Unholy Alliance at Guilty as Charged 2001.
Who was
have
the
that.
Unholy Alliance?
Tajiri and
Who was
Mikey.
the Unholy?
Tajiri and,
Mikey.
and Mikey.
Yeah.
I have that on.
Oh, those guys.
One of mine too.
You have that as well?
Dude,
Yeah, that was a backup
Unbelievable
one
match.
of mine, like just in
That's
case if I
250
had.
spots, literally, that match.
Yeah, those guys all can work their ass off, and that was a great spot for them being in teams together.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, it was awesome. And I mean, it's just everybody's timing is right on point. Like, you don't miss a spot. The selling's perfect.
Nobody's
and,
putting their arms up in
and-
front of their face for a
and-
super kick.
No, and the finish was the best part, and the way Mama Luke takes the finish, and he just stays folded up for like a minute after the match.
He was such a good seller, dude. Him
Like-
and Guido both were such great sellers. Yeah, that match I had it on my list as well. It's one of my favorites, just because they're some of my favorite workers. You know, from ECW. You know, Guido, Tajiri, Mikey, Super Crazy, Kid Cash, all in one match as a tag. I mean,
Yeah.
this is
That
an
big
awesome-
sow to land on. That's all you
Yeah,
need.
he had a couple spots.
That's it. That's all you need.
Besides eating the pizza, he had a couple spots.
Joe, you're up here, man.
Stairway to Hell, that's obviously on everyone's fucking list, so that was on my list as well. I had to say, after the first time after I watched that match, I went out in the backyard, set up a ladder, and then was tipping over onto the I took the padding off the chairs, and I was falling. But I'd say if I had
That's great.
if I had a backup, it would be the double dog collar match.
Wow, that's yeah.
Pitbull, Stevie, and fucking.
Raven. Yes. Yes. We just did that on the show as
Yeah,
well.
we reviewed that not
That's
too long
my
ago.
favorite ECW match ever.
Like,
so that's
like
my number
Joey,
one.
that made me and my friends do backyard wrestling. I was the
Get
only.
out.
I was the only one that got color too. All Yo, I have it on tape.
Shoe color?
From a Crayola?
Look at me. You think I was cutting them?
Crayola, that's
I
great.
straight cut my friend's mom saw it. She's like, "Did you just cut them?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I got it on tape.
ECW,
It's at
bitch.
my parents' house, and we're gonna run it on the podcast.
All right, please run
Yo,
that,
we
dude.
do entrances out of a shed with music. It's crazy.
All right,
I
dude.
got you.
The Hardy Boys gave Fonzie a tape, right? Like one of those square ones. What the hell they call it?
VHS.
CVD
Second
or
time
whatever.
tonight.
A tape. You just say
And
tape.
he gave it to Fonzie, and that's what that was on the tape. They had their entrances in the backyard. They were doing spots into the ring, running off of a freaking.
We almost broke Brian Hanshaw's neck.
Ooh, Brian Hanshaw.
I can't believe you did that.
Wow.
Beat that out.
But that's great though. There's so many people
Tell
that.
the kids the same thing. It made us. We set up fake barbed wire. It was just wire, but it looked like barbed wire. Oh, dude, it hurt. It was so cool. Anthony Portolese, shout out. His
All right, you're
backyard.
shouting out all your
Anthony,
childhood friends here.
put it in
Don't
there.
try this at home.
Yeah, your childhood friends.
Child of Prince? Did you
I said
just
childhood friends.
Oh.
Him too.
I thought you said a child of Prince. I'm like, are you talking about Diddy?
Nana?
Oh, no, he's just those guys.
For me, I got this. Nobody has said this match yet. Sabu and Terry Funk, Born to Be Wired. That's my
Oh,
only
Jesus.
match that has
man.
not been named. Every one of my other
he
top
likes the
five.
gore.
He's
Well,
got like
no, I-
10 favorite. We said 5. He's got. Everyone
like
says
every
something.
match.
Goes,
They're all
that's
good
mine.
matches."
That's mine. That's mine.
Sab-
That's mine. That's mine. I think
Sabu,
Got 2 lists.
yeah, literally.
Sabu,
A-list, B-list.
Had that one. Had that
Typed
one.
up? Is that freaking typed?
We got typed and
Oh, my
notes. We got.
we'll have to throw this up on social.
Who is he, AJ?
AJ, yes, yes.
J.A.
Hey, dude, that's super close for me.
They're like, dude, did you type? Dude, did you type notes? No.
Yeah.
No. I just found this. I don't know what this
Dog
is.
ate my homework.
Thank you for taking this assignment seriously. I
got you.
Thank you, JJ.
Born to Be Wired is just an absolute incredible match, and I got to shout out childhood friend of mine, Chris Scanapiecco, where I watched the
All right, Chris.
where I watched the VHS ad over his house.
All right, I'd like to
Probably
thank my
100
mom,
times.
my uncle, my cousin
Yeah.
for being here.
My
And Chris-
second grade teacher,
Yes.
Mrs.
God,
Siski.
Clyde Davis.
Yes.
I did. I had an affair with her. That was the only reason why she came up. So.
Donnie
But-
Burger.
But that match, man, Sabu, literally his bicep gets ripped open, and Fonzie, I mean, it has to
What a freaking man.
seriously,
Dude, what a man.
just tape
He's
it
like,
in the
yeah,
middle of the
tells
match.
yells to Fonzie, go get some tape.
How many times has he just taped them up during the match?
Oh my
What was the one
god!
you had like around his jaw? Where, like,
That
yeah.
was in a spot with me that I
That was the house party.
I didn't
Yes.
screw up, but to me I really screwed up because I should have pushed the table away.
And then
when
you
he was
crack him
coming.
across the face with the after you broke his jaw.
Yeah,
Knew it
How
that
has this
time.
guy not gotten a trainer job in the NFL with the way he knows how to use tape?
seriously, man, what an incredible
What,
match!
is that a written joke?
Yeah,
Dude,
he's got,
is
he's
that
got
a
material.
written joke you
Yes,
have right
yeah,
there?
He's got material.
That was off the cuff.
I don't believe it. We got to see that. All right, I don't believe it. I don't
Didn't
believe
get
it.
over.
Yeah.
Bad
All right. Do you guys got any matches left, Jay?
We're gonna agree with
got
you
40.
and go.
Yeah.
We're just
I
gonna.
thought we were doing 5. You're at 45.
It's a freaking folder.
That's just the Terry Funk.
Oh my God!
That's
the
just the
CIA
Terry
doesn't
Funk
come up with shit like that.
Dude,
who have
Terry
these guys.
Funk's the greatest.
Yo, Jay.
I was gonna say if there's one file to have, Terry Funk book report.
All right, we all need to.
Look, it's hack. It's hack. It's hack. Dude.
We could have made a PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, seriously.
Who got a projector? They gotta have a projector in here.
No, dude, we're laughing, but all respect, fucking Bill Apter started out like that.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
You're on your way.
There
I got
you
Bill's
go.
number.
Seriously.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Unfortunately, magazines have passed you by.
Yeah, you came around 20 years too late.
I made them put that magazine rack in there.
Unfortunately, magazine.
No, it could come back. It could come back.
Yo, the print is coming back. Newspapers are on their way back.
been going to the library to print stuff.
No, you're not going to public printing out. wrestling stuff. In
No, dude, total respect though.
This is like
Yo, what are the fucking bar things at the bottom? Why, yo, somebody click on one of those. Let's see what it is. Click on it.
wait.
Yeah, sir, are you
Wait.
going to be done with the printer soon? I got a Terry Funk book report, dude. Not now.
This is like something I would make in 6th grade.
Not only do I do my
Deadline,
ECW research at the library.
Wow.
That's fucking
All right,
great.
good
Okay,
job.
all right.
That's
Wow,
fucking
way to
good
go.
job.
Oh, man, that's good.
Unbelievable.
I mean, you
We
guys
do-
have.
no, this will be yes. I mean,
You
that's,
guys haven't really lived till you've done Pornhub at the library. That's a whole
Okay,
different.
I used to. No, I got kicked out of the library once.
That deserves a.
Wait, Joey. Why? Yeah.
I
wait.
get more excited when people are watching.
Stop, Joey. Why'd you get kicked out of the library?
When I was like 8 years old, when I first found out about the dirt sheets on the internet, I'd go to the library and look at half-naked pictures of Terry Reynolds.
Oh. Well, funny you say that, Joey. I got hold on. Do you guys?
And they kicked
Do you
me out
guys
one
have
day.
any matches
So
left?
we're just gonna add. We're gonna agree with you on the Sabu Born to Be Wired. It's chalk, but it's chalk for a reason. It's one of the greatest like VHS tapes of all time.
Okay.
Squares.
Ty, do you have any matches left?
I do. I have one match left.
Okay.
Probably a little, no, not controversial. It's my favorite. So, my favorite, probably, I'd have to do like, I didn't rank these, but this would probably be my favorite. Jericho versus Lance Storm at One Night Stand. It's my favorite finish of a match. I think
You said that when we
was it
reviewed it
the-
too.
Yeah,
Jericho's
it's-
finish?
Yeah, the Jericho finish with Lance Storm. They get into interference by Dawn Marie on the outside. Here comes Jason Knight and Justin.
Sexiest man on earth.
Boom, boom, boom. He's in a roll up. Lance Storm pushes Jericho off. Justin pops up out of nowhere. Perfect timing. Hits him with the cane. Schoolboy 1, 2, 3. The opener to One Night Stand. It's my favorite. Dude, those dudes were feeling it that night. They were on like nothing. So crisp. And I mean, you'd expect nothing less from Jericho and Lance Storm. They're very good friends. So
Trained together.
right,
They're each other's
Yeah, put a
first
good
match.
one on.
Yes.
yeah, right. So like, dude, they were going out there and like the crowd was, the vibes, the crowd, because One Night Stand, first match, One Night Stand. Everybody was going good. So and it's got to be my favorite match. So probably my favorite pay-per-view, or the best pay-per-view I think I've ever seen.
Yeah. No. Great
Like top
choice.
to bottom work.
Yeah. We reviewed it on the show. One Night Stand's absolute all-time classic. Hack, do you got any matches left?
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
So
Let's hear it.
what?
Let's hear it.
Oh, Funk in the Box.
Funk in the box.
Dude, that is one of the greatest freaking angles ever. When they pull, we got the matching pants. When they pull that, all you got to do is just watch the people, because everybody doesn't know once they pull the curtain. You know what I mean? Once he's revealed, they don't know it's Funk. So he just keeps. I'm hard camera, so he's looking here, and he just keeps going like that, and you watch the fans just like build and build and build. You know what I mean? Nobody expected it. That's what you want to do in professional wrestling, is do something that like, what the fuck just happened, dude?
Make moments.
That was
Jay, what do they call it?
Return of the Funker.
There you go.
Dude, when we watch that, the only thing that throws me off is because we have the sneaker store. I know what shoes he's wearing, and then you see Terry Shaw, and I was like, oh, it's different shit. And then it fucking happens, and then there
What
you
is he
go.
in, the Kamikazes then, or
Kamikaze at-
okay,
or I'm sorry, the steel toe Jordan 10.
okay?
The steel 10 with the toe cap.
He didn't go to the Kamikazes till later.
Kamikaze comes later. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That was like 96, 95 to 96.
All right.
And Terry Funk's got like something from
And Funk's got,
Kmart.
like, he's got on some glip glop, and then I'm like, whoa, that's not the same shoe. It's not the Jordan 10. And sure enough,
Return of the Funker.
Dude, I bought the fabric in Springfield. There was a fabric store in the Springfield Shopping Center. I bought 3 yards of the black fabric that we draped over the thing, and I bought the red, white, and blue pants at a flea market at the horse track in Cherry Hill. It's not open anymore.
Garden State Park.
Yeah, they had a great flea market on Saturdays or whatever, and the Pitbull's dad had a spot there, so that's why I ended up there.
We looked at the Berlin Mart. We were trying to dress up like you, but we couldn't find the American flag pants. Oh, we
That's
found
great.
kendo sticks and we bought them all.
Wow.
Nice.
Absolute classic angle. Classic angle there. Ollie, do you have any others left?
Yeah, I got one more.
Okay.
Sabu and RVD versus Hayabusa and Jinsei Shinzaki at Heat Wave 98.
Unreal
Let's
match.
go.
Unfucking real match.
And this was really like my first kind of exposure to like Japanese wrestling, and especially like Japanese tag team wrestling, because I hadn't really watched like the Barely Legal match until later. So, and Hayabusa was one of like my all-time favorite wrestlers. So watching this match, like it kind of started off slow because you could tell that like obviously don't really speak the language that well, just trying to figure each other out. But once this match got going, I mean, you had the strong style, you had high flying, and then you had the weapons with it. And to me, it's one of the coolest tag team finishes I've seen, where they lay them both on the table and go from each corner, put them through the table, 1, 2, 3. I mean, to me, you can't go wrong with this match.
You can't. And that
match was
stereo
awesome.
high spot is like, it's a classic highlight reel.
I'm such a fucking Hayabusa mark. like when I found tapes, like Hayabusa, really mind blowing because this guy was doing all the shit that the cruiserweights were doing, but also he was fucking getting thrown through exploding barbed wire and shit. That's like the same thing with Sasuke. I'm such a fucking mark for Hayabusa that I was in Japan last year. I was on a tour there for a month, and I found out that Hayabusa's autograph, he signed the wall of the smoking section of the Hooters in Ginza.
I heard that got
And
great wings.
I went to the Hooters in Ginza just to go in the smoking room, smoke a cigarette. Like, oh yeah, look at Hayabusa's autograph. I ate some wings and fucking laughed.
That is a true
awesome,
mark
dude.
right there. That is
A lot of the Japanese guys smoked way more than the American guys.
Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah, the smoking is still out of control there. They have like they don't have the vapes we have. They have like little things where you put like half a cigarette in and vaporizes the cigarette.
really.
Yeah,
insane.
they don't have actual vapes. They have like
They're
it's
just like eating
unbelievable,
cigarettes.
It's different.
But
Okay.
but definitely I was such a Hayabusa mark. But I have like a couple more matches.
Yeah.
Another Mike Awesome Masato Tanaka match. That was the November to Remember match. What was it? 99.
Not yeah, it was 99.
Yep.
Yeah, was it
on-
Florida or somewhere?
Yeah.
No, it was Buffalo,
wait,
New
Buffalo,
York.
New
It was
York.
the Flickinger
Same card,
Center.
yes.
It's the same
six-man.
card as the
Yes.
six-man.
Yeah, Buffalo, New
It's two
York.
matches before.
I get that Buffalo venue mixed up with the one they used to run in Florida because that entranceway
Very similar.
was very similar. But yeah, that match was so crazy, and I looked today, and it was only 12 minutes, and they got everything in those fucking 12 minutes and more. And it's just a fucking awesome match. And you look at most indie matches today, they're going over 12 minutes. And if you want to have a banger 12-minute crazy fucking match, go watch that one. And I think that was probably my favorite match out of those. Because
Okay.
they just got that shit in.
Everybody, we all had a lot of different Mike Awesome Masato Tanaka matches. You really can't miss with any of them. I mean, they're all awesome.
No, you and him are clearly.
Yeah.
We could throw one more match in.
Okay, sure. Yeah, of course you can.
What'd you do? Just throw a dart?
Well,
Let's go to the PowerPoint.
Sandman Raven, obviously one of the greatest feuds in ECW history. Raven Tommy Dreamer, also one of the greatest feuds in ECW. I love the WrestlePalooza match. Just tremendous storytelling once again. They were enemies since summer camp, and it led all the way to ECW.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Classic stuff there. Really, really good stuff.
Does anyone have any? I have one more, which is my
Yeah.
favorite match.
I could go one more, too.
Yeah, you got Ty. Do you have one more too?
I don't have
You're
one
out.
more.
Hack?
Hack's got one.
Yeah, Hack. You go your last one too. Here.
Me and Tommy, 10 lashes.
I mean,
Me and Tommy, 10 lashes.
there you go. Oh, little ASMR. Hack
Thank you,
there.
sir. May I have
Yeah.
another?
All right. I mean, yeah,
Sounds like he's wearing lingerie.
yeah. Hack. Was that a
I
sensual
gotta
moment
call you
for
when I'm
or-
having trouble sleeping.
No one would purchase
We
that
will be
ever.
selling Hack's voice.
What am I doing this for? What did that match and that angle and everything?
Catapulted both our careers.
Just huge.
Just straight catapulted both of them.
Was that something?
And that's the way. And there's so many angles that one guy gets over and one guy never does. You know what I'm saying? Because there's just talent involved. You know what I mean? And I think me and him were like equal amounts of talent for each other right there, and somehow it just had a synergistic effect.
And was Paul's idea of the 10 lashes of that?
I don't even know.
You would take credit for it usually if it was you, so it wasn't you.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it wasn't me.
No, didn't you say it was Paul's idea? The 10 lashes.
I would think
Didn't
it
he
was
tell
more
you
Paul's than
No,
mine.
He's the one who put the cane in his hands because the Michael Fay thing. But I don't know if
No,
who knows who
it wouldn't
came
have
up
been
with
mine or
the.
Dreamers. It had to be Paul's,
Okay.
and he had no idea how it was going to work out. That it was going to kill him.
But
I mean, was Nancy kind of like orchestrating that whole thing?
Dude, she had the
Like,
mic.
once
She
you're in the
got-
ring, right.
She got that thing over. She didn't even tell me it was going to happen. She just knew because she's great. Because she was around Kevin Sullivan her whole freaking in her life. Yeah, she just grabbed the mic and did her thing, and that helped make it. The Kiss My Feet thing was mine, and thank you, sir, may I have another was mine because that's a rugby saying from my rugby days.
But that got Tommy over so much with that audience.
Because he was that stupid New York baby face fuck with his suspenders and his shiny fucking outfit. You know what I mean? Yes,
Bike
you're totally
shorts.
right.
And that night he
Oh,
became
yeah.
Tommy Dreamer. So I mean, just absolute legendary moment there. So huge for both of you guys. Ollie,
I
you
mean,
got-
I could go another one. I left it off the list because I don't know if you really consider it an ECW match, but it's probably my favorite match of all time, and it's RVD and John Cena at One Night Stand 2006.
oh, okay. I mean,
It is a great match.
great booking in that. The crowd heat's incredible.
But I wouldn't really consider it like an ECW match at that point, so that's why I kind of left it off. But, I mean, to me, the crowd, I mean, the work in it's awesome, but the crowd makes the whole match. And especially the first 5 minutes of it when they're throwing Cena's shirt back at him.
And the big dude's like,
And
Yeah,
then
he meant that finger.
and they're chanting to Cena, "You can't wrestle," so he starts doing generic wrestling moves, and just the reaction after the match and what it meant to Rob and everything. So that's up there for me.
yeah,
If
no,
Cena
Dude, I
wasn't
gotta
like-
tell you, I didn't believe in seeing it at that point yet. It's weird, you know what I mean? I hate to say it that you don't see it, you know what I mean? But the rapping thing and all that, like the boy band kind of thing, I just didn't see it right there.
but that night he won you over because he kind of worked heel a little. Or
but I couldn't imagine that he was going to actually do what the hell he did. I just didn't see it.
okay, I mean he was already world champ at WWE.
Okay, that doesn't mean you're going to be John Cena.
Yeah, no, he went to huge.
Yeah, but that, you know.
Couldn't save your job though in WWE after the hot tub in Africa
I'd
though.
be like Lex Luger was once champion.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's true.
That's
true.
Other guys.
Joey, you got one more match. You said.
Yeah, it's. I'm surprised no one else said this one. Jerry Lynn and Rob Van Dam,
I
Hardcore
can't
Heaven
believe that was-
there
'99.
was too many of them to
They had
pick.
10
I'm
of
like,
them.
But this is, I think this might be their best one. This is the one where Jerry fucking took the drop kick to the outside and broke his nose. Just fought through that shit. That shit was wild. A lot of the dueling spots in between big spots. Shit was just insane. It's like that is like probably top 3 most influential matches of my career. When me and Leo Rush started feuding in CZW, that was like I looked at those matches. That was the structure that I made each match. Like Rob Van Dam and Jerry Lynn wrestled so much, but you had to watch every time because you know they would do different shit.
Yeah.
And when me and Leo Rush went out there, we basically put each other on the map on the independents. And because of him, since I got all my independent bookings, and because of me, he got all his independent bookings, and that was because I watched those Jerry Lynn and Rob Van Dam matches.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And, I structured our matches like their matches, and man, we feuded for 2 years off of that shit. And we made each other, and I've told Jerry this, and I think I was too high to tell Van Dam this. When
Why?
but
He was
yeah.
too high to freaking figure out.
Well, like you said too, Joey, with the barely legal 6-man
Yeah.
match, and this match, the RVD and Jerry Lynn, like you could still feel the influence from a lot of these matches that we talked about today in modern wrestling. Like the style really originated in ECW.
It was just so cool for those guys to do that type of match, and not only that, to incorporate chairs and tables into the big spots, and just an insane fucking match. And Jerry Lynn, I believe that was the match he broke his nose, so you could tell he's just in tremendous pain, and they're just doing this fucking wild fucking
and
match.
not being able to breathe, during that.
Yeah.
Like, like, you know what I mean?
Just
I
like
think that
you
was their
said,
best one. I think that was their best one, honestly, out of the bunch.
You can still breathe if you break your nose.
That definitely hurts.
You can still breathe.
All right, well, you're a monster. You're different. You're built different, Hack. You're
I
just
never
built
had a
different.
broken nose, but I know guys that have, and they came back and they're breathing fine through it. You just got to correct the damn thing.
Yeah, just like you said, like 5 years or something, 6 years ECW was, but the influence is still felt through all the indies, through all the majors today. It's crazy what you and your cohorts did in that short period of time.
Yeah, we just rip off everything ECW these days. That's it. That's the GCW way. We even rip off the merch. Yeah. We rip off everything.
It's called influence, not stealing. Influence.
Yeah. Yeah.
SVW.
I think
Borrowing.
We stole it.
honestly, I think GCW is the closest thing. There'll never be another ECW, but as far as today, as far as everyone that came after ECW that tried to replicate that style, that product, that fan base, I think GCW is the absolute closest thing to ECW.
I agree.
Because we're all over the United States. We're all over the world. We're going to Japan. We're selling out. ECW went to Japan.
You got the Hammerstein show coming
And
up.
you
The
have
Hammerstein
all
fucking ballroom. We're going
all
there for the
different
second
matches
time.
throughout the card.
Yeah, it's not only hardcore. Some
Yeah.
people, but people felt the same way. The wrestling elitists felt the same way in the '90s. ECW is all garbage wrestling, and they didn't bother to watch Malenko or Guerrero or all these guys.
Another
That's the
match
same
we could have
thing.
mentioned.
We have high flyers. We have fucking deathmatch. We have hardcore. We have comedy. We have it all. We have something for everybody, and
No,
that's why.
I think GCW is the best bang for your buck in pro wrestling today.
100%. And the best crowd everywhere we go. We went to fucking Wyoming and wrestled in a barn.
How many
And
people
they-
you get out there?
We had a fucking good 350 people in Wyoming in a fucking barn with donkeys.
That's awesome.
And people brought the GCW energy. And that was the same way I felt like whenever ECW toured, especially towards the end, they were all over the place. But the fans from that area, they would bring the fucking energy.
Yeah, no. I anytime you go to a GCW show, I've been to. You guys run an AC, the Voltage Lounge when you guys do this little tiny.
that was the
Those are
best.
fun shows. And
Right.
recently in Harris, you guys are running Harris and Chester.
That place is shit.
Yeah, it's a not.
I
the
lose
crowd's
money
always-
there every time.
The crowd's always good, but
I lose at least 200 in merch
you
money.
make
on
it
blackjack.
a donation back. There you go.
I've never won at that casino yet, so
Okay.
I hope Brett never runs there again.
Well, then just stay downstairs, fucking, and then leave.
I mean, that's hard when there's fucking blackjack tables.
Anybody
right
else have
there.
any other matches
We'll walk
remaining?
you out of the building next time. Get you right out of there.
Other than your next
Nah,
40.
we're-
All right, so you guys
I'll
have
take the encyclopedia,
Yeah,
put it
you
away.
take it that way, JA. You guys got to send us in your top 5 to sandmanpod@gmail.com. Let us know on social as
Yeah,
well.
but they'll be horrible.
No, they'll give us a great
There's no
list.
right or wrong answer, man.
Yeah,
It's
we
your
also
favorite.
got also going to be contributing. His list is going to be Elliot S Wrestling on Twitter. This is one of the only good Twitter accounts out there. This guy knows his wrestling.
All right, Elliot.
Elliot's going to be dropping his 5 favorites as well, so you guys got to check that out on Twitter. All right, guys, as always, our listener questions, you can send them into sandmanpod@gmail.com. We got a ton of questions in our inbox. I can assure you we are looking to get to them all on a show, but we're running out of time here, so I'm going to get to whatever we can. If we've missed it for whatever reason, let us
Well,
know.
then do your due diligence and give us the easy ones.
Okay, here we go. All right, here we go.
If there's any any
Yes.
questions about that prostitute in Texas, please ignore.
Okay, I will. Joey, I will. Thank you, sir. I will ignore that. All right, here we go.
I wasn't there.
Skip the first.
It's not my child.
Didn't say
It's
that.
not my kid.
Jer, a.k.a. Too Fast for Blood from Dallas, Texas, writes in, favorite ECW match is the double dog collar.
versus Raven and Stevie Richards versus the Pitbulls.
So this is you, Tosh.
No, this is Jer. This is Jer. I can send you the email.
He's been doing this the whole
No,
time.
I haven't. These are
33 shows.
No,
he's
there's
been
no
doing
work
this.
emails. I can send you the inbox. I swear to God.
I'll send you the inbox.
Too fast
He's
for blood. You can
defending
follow him on
himself.
social.
With the
He's a
fake
legit
inbox.
Big Motley Crue fan.
dude. Here we go. It's my all-time favorite ECW match in the company's history, in my opinion. This is a show I miss seeing in person during my time going to the arena in 95 and 96, and I will always regret that. Others, Sabu versus Cactus in Hamburg, Mikey versus Sandman ladder match, my favorite ladder match, and I was there the entire fire show ruled. Sabu versus RVD, May 96 ECW Arena. Who are our three talents Joey wishes would have had an ECW run?
Oh,
Great
fuck.
question.
Man, that's a
tough
hard one.
Try and break it down by year.
No. Just
like
let me think.
95.
Because you guys
Yourself.
maybe hit this blunt a few times. So let me think. Matt Cardona's a good one. Matt
Yeah,
Cardona's a
absolutely.
good one, but that's kind of our Shane Douglas type guy. I mean, that's kind of our. But he would have done great in ECW. Fuck, man, this is hard. Because people would be like, oh, say Nick Gage or something. But I don't know. I don't know if he would have.
Nick, what up?
Brian Cage?
Yeah,
Brian Cage.
Him too.
Brian Cage would have been great. Him and Mike
He would
Awesome.
have been awesome.
Yeah, that would have been a good match.
Let me
All
think.
right.
But I still want to.
Yeah, that would have.
I just. Give me a second.
All right, yeah, you got a second here.
Let
I
me
mean,
think. Let me think.
We
Because
can
this
go
is the
back
hard.
to it.
Yeah, let's go back to it.
you want to
Yeah.
go back to it? All right, he's gonna.
But this guy's a great. This guy's a
Because
great
you don't want to
wrestling
give a
fan.
shit
he is.
answer, so, and
he
I
also-
appreciate that.
He also puts you over too, Joe.
This guy's an awesome wrestling fan. Actually, I had a funny story. This guy goes back with Tony Khan into
He
their
does.
20s. Yeah, they used to be on the fucking Burning Hammer message board and shit. Fucking
Death Valley Driver.
Death Valley Driver.
Imagine
Yes.
some of
Message
the
each other.
matches. Maybe Shawn Michaels.
Burning
could
Hammer
have
was a
with some
different
of
one,
those
I
guys
think. That was like a
in
Connecticut one.
ECW.
All right, so hold on. He says here, Jer says, Joey's kind of like the Sabu of his generation, the fierce independent spirit. I say that meaning he brought a new generation of fans to independent wrestling, as well as got old heads like myself back into it. You want to see him wrestle everyone. His matches are never formulaic, and he have a sense of danger and cool, just like Sabu. Best of mixtapes gave us Chris Candido, Al Snow, Devin Storm. He is always turning us on to new and unsung talent, not to mention the platform that Spring Break has given the new generation and legends alike. If it were the 90s, we would all be trading bad boy best ofs on the AOL grandstand. Give him his flowers now. So, dude,
Jesus,
I
that's
totally
awesome.
I totally agree
Oh,
with
yeah.
Jar. Seriously,
That's
man.
moving.
I mean,
And I am kind of like the Sabu of this generation because when I botch, I say it was a work as well.
I hate that term botch. I mean, what you
Damn.
guys are doing,
Great
you're like
one.
jazz musicians.
That guy's a great wrestling fan. He goes way back with Tony and stuff. Tony actually comped him in. He was walking around the locker room in Dallas. I was like, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "I'm go way back with Tony." I'm like, "That's crazy."
Wow.
Another one that would done good in ECW is Matt Justice. I don't know if you guys know
yeah, of
him.
course. Yeah, absolutely.
He's very
Oh,
influenced.
yeah, Matt.
Fonzie's actually his manager
Yeah,
now.
it's Fonzie's guy.
Fonzie is his manager now.
He's
I'll
awesome.
put him over.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Not Sid Justice, Matt Justice.
Yes. All right.
Or David Justice.
But yeah, he would have done good in ECW, and then there's tons of guys. Will Ospreay, like you say, Kenny Omega. There's not a correct answer to that. You
Yeah.
know, that's the hardest question you can ask.
It's a really tough question.
I would have done great there, though.
You would have done great.
I would have fucking been chasing down Paulie at the end of that fucking company too with a gun trying to get my fucking money.
All right. Up next is Andy Lawler from Birmingham, Alabama.
Andy.
My three favorite ECW matches: Sabu Funk, Born to Be Wired; Sandman Sabu, Stairway to Hell; and multiple Mike Awesome Masato Tanaka matches. What's up, Joey? Question for the bad boy. Who would you choose to wrestle in their ECW Prime in a dream match? So this is you, ECW Prime.
Joey, thank you for saying it would be me.
That'd be
sick.
fun.
Yeah.
It would be probably the funnest match I ever have in my life.
I'd have given
Carefree.
the belt. I'd have put you over in a second.
But that'd be Sabu. Prime Sabu would have been my match.
Okay.
In ECW. He's my one of my he's probably top of my Mount Rushmore. It'd probably been Sabu, and the match did happen later in my life, but let's forget about it.
Okay, so give me your top. Have I heard two of your top three tonight?
What do you mean? Matches?
Yeah, no, of guys.
Oh, like
Guys?
all-time
Yeah.
wrestlers?
Oh, all
What's your
timers.
top 5?
Oh man, Sabu, Terry Funk, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and man, probably Shawn Michaels or Mick Foley. It's either Foley
All
or
right,
Michaels.
both
Terry
4 or
Funk's the
5.
greatest.
It's either Michaels or Foley. I always say that. It's either one or the other. But like Steve Austin, Terry, and Sabu, they're my concrete. You know, and it's great. My life has come full circle because later in my life, I'm in the back room of some bar in Vegas doing cocaine with Sabu. So it came full circle.
Write your name on the wall.
All right. There
Didn't do any cocaine with fucking Steve Austin though.
Oh, what a shame.
But I did drink a beer with him. So.
There you go.
Name dropping. I'm name dropping.
so what?
I'm in that
That's
name
all we
dropping
do.
mode now.
That's all we do on the Sandman podcast.
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
Friend of the show. Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Next question.
Frank from Hoboken writes in,
Frank.
what's the best bar down the Jersey Shore around Exit 98? DJ's, Bar A, or Tiki Bar?
It's DJ's.
DJ's. I can't read.
Jazz.
Man. Was it
God
DJ's
damn, your
Tiki
hair
Bar?
looks good.
Tiki Bar or Bar A?
I mean, Bar A is the one you guys. I don't know if you want to.
Worked out a
Yeah,
couple
ECW.
times,
ECW ran a show there because that motherfucker that threw me through the flaming table was the head bouncer there at Bar A. But he's back in Belmar now. But I'd say Tiki Bar because Tiki Mondays. Where else can you go? Anywhere in New Jersey on a Monday afternoon and just get fucking shit-faced hammered, and then afterwards there's after parties, and then there's after bars, and then there's after parties after that, all on a fucking Monday.
Can I get a toot? Can I get a beep?
Yeah. All right.
My head through my
So,
phone,
Tiki Bar.
about
DJ's is pretty good,
24.
All right. Brian
I can't
Mills.
believe you didn't just put that over.
That was good for you to know that.
R.
Hap.
Kelly over?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
All right. Hold on. Brian Mills from Calgary, Alberta, Canada writes in,
Calgary.
hey, gang, hope you're all doing well.
Alberta.
It's been a minute. Quick question for everybody on the
Canada.
pod. BWT, what does the W stand for? Winning. Ty, why don't you ever say anything when Tosh introduces you at the start?
Because it's not my bag, baby.
Yeah, that's not his bag. That's up for Ollie. Ollie, did you ever try getting in the ring? If so, how was it? If not, why not?
Yeah, I mean, I got a super kick finish under my belt. I'm undefeated. As
There
far
you
as
go.
I'm concerned.
Yeah.
There you go. Hack.
Wait, hold on. I always slam dunked that day and one on a super kick later on that day. His first slam dunk ever he had that same afternoon.
Can you have a better day? You know?
No.
I'm not sure there is one. Literally.
Hack. June. Yo. What is this? June 22nd, 1996. The night Kimona danced atop the ECW arena. 2 questions, I guess. As a former Chippendale, were you ready to go if she couldn't? And if you had,
Great question.
do you think you would have outperformed her?
First of all, easily I would have outperformed her. I mean, seriously.
Okay, so you were ready to go if she wasn't able to, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. On a final note, I'm extending a formal invitation to the board. Detroit Lions bandwagon. No, we're not getting on there. I'll end it in tears.
Go Birds.
But at least our head coach isn't a
dude.
dipshit. Best
You
of
need
luck.
a
Yeah,
defense.
sorry, Brian. We're not Lions guys.
Nah.
We'll beat you in the
No.
All
Super
right,
Bowl.
come on. More questions.
Johnny from San Antonio
All right.
writes in, what's up, fellas? I'm glad my question popped Hack and the crew, and it started a tirade on Hack was let go from WWE. Damn, Jimmy the Dragon had to trip over an unlit cigarette. My question for this week is in regards to Cactus Jack. With Hack having worked Cactus extensively through 94 and 95, and the way Cactus was presented to the audience under Paul Lee after leaving, how did Hack and the boys in the locker room react when Cactus showed up in the fall of 97 in WWF?
I was happy as fuck to see him.
You were just happy for his success. Yeah. Hope my question makes this week's episode. Shouts out Suplex Vintage
It did.
and the bad boy Joey Janela.
Oh hell yeah! Hello.
There you
What
go.
was his name?
That was
Ed the Inbred.
No, that was the question before.
Somebody that much.
This is Johnny from San Antonio.
Pedophile Paul.
Yeah, same thing.
Keep rolling, kid.
Up next, Drummy from Bryan Street Tavern writes in.
Hey,
Yo,
this
San-
dude's tap is what is it?
Tab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Cage
Yes.
is like $1,112.
All right.
Dollar beers.
Yo, Sandy, what's good? What's good, Joey Jalissa? He spelled your name wrong.
The fuck is that?
Okay, seriously, he has.
Happy Thong
pants.
Thursday.
Thong Thursday.
It's a Thong Thursday in Drummy's world.
good thing I wore mine.
Just closed the tab out and started a new one. Wasn't too bad. Question for you guys. Give me your top hottest diva ring girl wrestlers of all time. I always thought Marlena was a total babe. Thanks for answering all my questions.
We'll do a whole show about that, but nobody beats Kelly.
Kelly's your answer? Ty, anything?
Yeah, nobody beats her like you. You whacked her with that cane that one time.
Wow.
Yeah. I've never seen something
Not the
so
only thing
crazy.
he beats when it comes to her.
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
No wonder I like her so much.
We had Jerry Briscoe up here one time, and he told us Stone Cold just fucking whacked him with the chair one day. And when they got back there, Stone Cold looked at me, goes, "Had to make it look good, brother." And when I watched that with you and Kelly, I feel like you had the same theory going through your
she
head.
was cool. She was cool, and her and Tess were going out. And Tess, the whole time I was in freaking WWE, like the couple different times, he was the only dude that I didn't know that I made an outside friend with. Yeah, and he was going out with Kelly, you know what I mean? So she knew what she was getting. But, dude, this girl knew nothing. She knew nothing about wrestling. She came out, like a swimsuit model or something
You got
like
a quick
that.
lesson that day.
It certainly did. Anybody has any
No,
favorite
but she was
divas?
great.
I mean, dude, when I was younger, Trish was just like
Trish.
the
Ollie?
Too many to think
Too many?
about.
Joey? I mean, anybody?
Too many to jerk off to.
Whoa, hold on. Let's hear his political answer here.
Me and the library would have said Marlene. But no, I think Sable was my top.
Oh, okay. Say
Below the mountain.
Her t-
Yo, how about,
Fiji.
who's the other girl?
Nyla Rose.
Stacey Keebler.
Yeah, Stacey
I mean,
Keebler,
dude,
great
there's
legs.
a lot.
Lot of girls out there. A lot of total babes, Drummy. Kevin from Dayton, Ohio writes in.
Yes.
Thank God for the magic
Fart.
of editing.
Yes.
Part of the week.
Kevin from Dayton, Ohio
Kevin.
writes in. With Joey being on the show, I have a spring break match to book for Mania weekend.
2 matches
And I
now.
think it's the best match booked by a fan since Rob Naylor booked Samoa Joe and Necro Butcher.
that is a good one.
Let's get the hack pack of Hack, Ty, and Ollie versus Billy, Austin, and Colton. Guns versus
This guy-
Sands. Get it done, Joey.
This guy tweeted me this.
It's not
This
too bad.
Couple times.
I mean,
You guys up for it?
I mean,
Dude, these two
I'd
are
do it
the
in a.
shit.
I'd do it in a.
God.
I'd do it in a second.
All right, I'm carrying both of you.
all right, yeah.
First of
Ty's
all,
gonna have to work his ass off in this hypothetical
yeah,
match. I
we
mean,
could do-
Yes, hypothetical match.
yeah,
I know the guns will bump.
Yeah.
I know they'll bump.
Oh, dude, those
So-
kids can bump.
yes, they
Yeah.
can.
Oh my God, those kids can bump.
They can
Jesus
create movement,
Christ.
Like
and
the
Billy and
Hatfield
you
and the
could do
McCoy.
something.
Oh my God, yeah, nothing.
Yeah, but you could do
Yeah.
something.
Something is
You
nothing.
can really do totally something that looks great, but it's really nothing.
Yes. So I think, Joey, what do you think about this
I mean,
match?
the
here?
possibilities are endless with spring break. I'll make your wildest wrestling dreams come true.
You
So
never know, Kevin.
You
You
never
might
know.
get this
No,
match.
but think about this. I feel that you're going to be able to have like an app that you can plug into.
Only wrestlers.
Show me this guy against this guy. It could be two different eras because AI's getting so good, and they'll be like, boom. It's like right now, if you say like my 16-year-old son. He goes, listen, all I got to do is tell me something about the Sandman, and it gives it 3 paragraphs. Soon they'll be able to give you a whole match. You know what I mean? And soon you won't need wrestlers. It can all be CGI'd.
No,
You can use a couple guys. You can use some of them. I'm telling you, 10, 15 years, it's not going to be the way it is right now. You're going to have some of the dudes that are like the lookalikes or whatever that might do some house shows, which they're stopping totally whatsoever. But, dude, I could see it totally. Because just now, because of the new deal that they have with Netflix, dude, they're on like 85% or whatever it is of the whole world. They used to be on like 37 or 35%. It's going to be a whole different game soon. It really is. Just like that's why the actors were striking. That's why the writers were striking, because AI is going to be taking over all this shit. So soon as they're going to be pro football players in 20 years, Or could that be all AI?
I don't know, Hack. I mean,
I know, but think about
Go
it.
Birds.
This is the
Terminator
future,
2,
dude.
Judgment Day.
I award
With
you
AI.
no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
well, we have to get this match book.
Am I real?
Joey, you have to get this match book before aliens and CGI and everything takes over. So
Yeah, I need-
get that. You guys are getting shape, Hack.
Well, I'll just
Shape
wait.
for
I'll
many-
just wait, and then I'll just type it in, and I won't have to pay any of these
yeah,
You're
guys.
right.
right.
There you
You're
go.
right. Just wait 10 years.
I'm
You're right.
working with Billy. I have to do nothing.
All right, there you go. Hack, as always, the cane of the week and the toast of the week.
Nah, I got nothing.
You got nothing? Nothing for...
You told me to say something. What
No.
was it about your hair?
Yeah, well, my hair gets the toast of the week, I think. Hack was putting over my hair. There we go. I mean... I never told you to say I have nice hair. You said that off air.
Oh, my God, dude. You look like Elvis.
All right, I have great head of hair, but any canes of the week? Anybody that's been bothering you
Nah, I
on
got
social?
nothing.
Nobody?
I'm burnt out.
You're burned out. Nobody. Guys,
Oh, I got one.
you have one for
Yeah.
cane? Yeah, cane of the week. Give it. Yeah, give it.
Special guest
This
king of the
this
week.
guy, this podcaster, he's the biggest loser I've ever seen in my life. His name is JD from New York.
I thought that's where he was going. Honestly, like, really,
His
about
name is
to, like,
Taj.
Yeah.
This guy's JD from New York. He's a humongous loser. He's a mark. He's a clown and deserves to be hit by a bus. And that's my cane of the week.
Wow.
All right.
You got a toast of the week?
Doesn't have to be wrestling. Could be anything.
Cooking show?
My toast of the week is the Rizzler.
Oh, the Rizzler. Okay.
The Rizzler.
Yeah, a little okay.
You know the
There-
Rizzlers?
yeah.
Who saw the video of Fonzie with the Rizzler?
Fonzie was with the Rizzler.
Who saw the video of
Fonzie
Fonzie?
was with there.
What the fuck was Fonzie doing with the
Such a wild
Rizzler?
combo.
It
He was like, show me how to do the Rizzler, Daddy. Show me how to do the Rizzler, Daddy.
he was.
He's like an ex-wrestler.
Yeah.
Wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
AJ guy. or
AJ,
something.
yeah.
So they must be like.
He was going out. He was going out as I was coming into business. He's from like the same area as me, and that guy used to go to the show and put an 8x10 picture of himself on everyone's chair before they walked in. So when they walked in, everyone could hold up their big AJ. Fucking.
And he finally made it. Good for him.
That's a tool bag move.
All right,
But
guys.
he's all right.
Send us in your favorite 5 ECW matches. Catch us next week on the pod. We're reviewing Halloween Havoc 1989. Hack, you were at that show with your boy Rube.
I was.
Yeah, I got to tell you these
Thank
things.
you guys.
All right, guys.
Great time.
We will
Peace
talk
and
to you.
love.
Like, share, review, and we will catch you next week.
Just check us out at the Hammerstein Ballroom in fucking January. We're taking a big risk here. We're going back. Tickets are on fucking sale now at Ticketmaster. Check us out. We'll try to do hacking the boys.
What do you do?
Hacking the boys justice, They're
Yes.
the one that put that building on the map in the later years of ECW.
What's that date?
Anything you guys want to plug?
I don't know.
Just
January.
plug the shops real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Please.
Suplex Sneakers, Suplex Vintage, and Suplex SVW Worldwide and SVW Orlando on Instagram. So
Yeah, you guys got that brand new store in
side by
Orlando.
side shop.
The store is
626,
awesome.
628 South
Oh, you
Street.
guys are SVW?
Yeah, man.
There you
That's
go.
us, baby.
We
Side
should,
by side.
we should end it with that. Are you guys SVW? Let's
Hell yeah.
take care. We'll catch you next week.
See ya.
Dude, that's fun.